All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is Thursday, May 28th, 2026. It is the last Thursday of May, and May was Mental Health Awareness Month. So we are going to hit some difficult topics tonight. The topic is suicide or, unaliving oneself. And everybody, in the human race has this. Looming over us, this topic that is has hit so many lives directly and indirectly. So we're going to get into it. Hit the like button, guys. Share it out with some friends. We will be right back after we start this little intro. And for some reason, Twitch isn't connecting. Guess we'll give it another shot. Okay, yeah, we're going to play this intro for a few minutes, 4 minutes and 20 seconds, actually, and we'll be right back. Help us out, guys. Share it out. Tag some friends. We know a lot of people are going to have something to say about this one. Let's talk about it. I don't know what's happening with the intro, but it keeps freezing up. Is it freezing up for you, Kristen? You're the only one I can see back there. Yes, no? You just give me a. Yeah, it's been freezing up. I can't hear you guys back there, but I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it one more try because I got a bunch of shares and likes to do still. So if you guys could help us out, keep doing that. We'll give it one more try. I don't know what's happening here with the silly studio. All right, we're back, and it looks like Bean might have got booted out or something. Hopefully, he'll come back in here in a second. Wow, that intro was, jeez. You go and you get the best internet possible, and then you still have problems, right? You still have problems. By the way, guys, we're probably gonna have to
I
play
can't turn my
musical
camera on.
chairs. Yeah. Anyone that doesn't have the camera turn on problem, please exit for a second for Bean and Cat to get in. Chris, you're muted. I think
The,
Kim,
the camera
Andrew,
or exit totally.
exit totally.
Okay. I'll be back in a sec.
One more.
Turn your phone sideways too, Cat. Make sure you do that.
It is sideways.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Usually 4 would work, but that works.
Oh, it's being difficult. I'll position that
Yeah,
just a second.
I gotta look. I'm gonna make a concerted effort to send an email to the support team because that's a silly glitch. It's not even a glitch. It's just a design flaw when they change the studio up and stuff. It's not even a glitch. It's just they didn't finish it. They didn't do the they didn't finish what they were trying to do.
While we're
And
dealing with all this and people are popping in, I want to say something real quick.
okay,
They're
let's hear
touching
it.
into the whole mental health, but something about what you just said before the thing. You're saying about how you think that like people are interested in this and all that because of, and you don't like get it, like nobody's getting anything out of it or anything. But I think people enjoy this show because one of the reason is because there's no prize. It's not about that. It's not. I think like a lot of the times, like the people come for the show, they enjoy the show, and then they get invested into whatever the deal is for the prizes. But that
Right.
leads to a lot of losing as well, which gets people down and feeling some type of way about the show and not wanting to be around anymore. You know.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah,
But
I want to keep it that way. I want to keep it to where we just have like bragging rights kind of a thing, and then And I don't mind. I think it's very like a very light touch to be like, okay, you guys in the audience, you get extra spots on the door prize. Like that's like it's not the biggest deal, but it is something. You know, you get a little
Mhm.
participation. Anyway, to speaking of that, thanks for the segue. This is an audience participation show now, and I really love it. It always has been. I've always wanted you guys in the audience to give us your perspective, share us your stories with the topic. But now, if you play along with us, because during the game we put up stories randomly, one at a time, and everyone on screen is playing the guess who kind of game to figure out whose story it belongs to, and that person is trying to BS their way out of it. Like, I don't know, I don't even play, sports. And then and you like, and then you guys in the audience can play along. You don't have to know us that well. You can listen to the conversation and hear, maybe decide who you think is bluffing. But you just play along. If you happen to get it right, you get extra spots on this here door prize, which I'm about to start filling in. That's why, like, I don't know. I sat back and I tried a lot of different things over the years. I've worked with a lot of groups that do like big giveaways purely just to get people in there. And I do like to give things away. That's why I made a game show. But I also like the door prize. It's very like it's just a very
Yeah.
minimal kind of thing, and it's not like a huge deal.
Yeah, it's something subtle, but like when there's like a bunch of different prizes, like in like almost on the daily basis, where there's multiple chances to win often. That's also multiple chances to lose often, and that can lead to like depression and mental health. Like especially like when they came just because they liked your personality, but
Right.
then they got invested into whatever the game was that you were doing to give the things away, and then that leads to them invested into it, losing, depression, like all that stuff, and then drives people away a little bit. Like a door prize, the whole show's not about that. You know what I mean?
Right. I did explain it the other day though. It was like I put people on it throughout the show. Like right now, I'm doing it because I want people. I think the people that don't know about the show, they might be slightly more likely to hang out for a little longer if they think, oh, I'm invested in this on this wheel. But then maybe they'll find out, oh, that this is actually good conversation. Speaking of, hey, we got Pot Wheels in the house. What's up, Nathan? Guys, if you would comment in the chat, I see some friends popping in on Facebook, and I'll put you on this here door prize. You have to be here at the end of the show to win, and it's nothing crazy, but it is store credit if you're a subscriber. That's I think the best thing out there. Got Big Mike over there on the Rumble. Yeah, I totally agree. You know what's even worse too is when you, especially back when people were using the StreamYard tool a lot, which you guys do still, but I was seeing it so much that people really started thinking that thing was messed up because you'd see some of the same people winning, and that's what really
Yeah.
makes your mental health go down. It's not that you're losing; it's like, damn it, I seen Kat win last week and she just won again. That
Exactly.
and you're
And
like,
it's like a subconscious thing that's happening that it's not something they intended, or like they weren't even here for the prizes. But after it happens a couple times, like people start feeling some type of way. They get animosity that they don't even want to be in the live anymore. You know?
right. Yep, I agree. Hey guys, we see you on the Rumble. I see Eric in here. He's on his train ride back from Chicago at a cannabis or a marijuana, what was it, expo or panel or something. I'm not sure exactly what you call it, but that's Eric that usually is on the show when he can be, and he's a sponsor of Game Night. Shouts out. He does a lot of good work too. If you don't follow Eric, you'll see. If you follow him, you'll see a lot of posts that he makes of different like check-ins on all the different gardens and stuff that his organization is helping to build, community gardens, which is just awesome. Okay, let's see. I think that's everybody. So tonight's storykeeper is Brenda. Shouts out to Brenda. We are hitting a hard topic tonight, but at the same time, I really don't think it's hard. I think some people have certain stories that they will have trouble sharing, and y'all are more than welcome to keep those back. But I think we have so many. I don't know about you guys, but I came up with stories on this one faster than most things, and I didn't even. Well, again, I'll take a page from Bean's book, and I won't say what I didn't put out. But yeah, like even without going to the obvious stuff that y'all might think of already with me, it's like boom, there were so many other stories. And so if you're in the chat, guys, listen, we can't always keep track of all the comments, and if you have a really good story, I suggest throw something with it. If you throw like 10 stars behind it, it pops up on the screen a little easier and stands out. I'm not asking for a bunch of money, but if you do throw a tip behind it, it will stand out easier. Um, all right, Alice, I see you on the YouTube. Pop through the YouTube, guys, if you get a chance. We got 31 in the house already. The YouTube just is stagnant. I had a few people on there the other day when my cousin Wilson was on. It was a good time.
I have you on YouTube on my TV.
Nice. So you're one of the two people watching. Alice is the other one. All right, Chris is back. We got everybody here. We actually have 7 people tonight. It's going to be a big one. So let's get it going. I will add people as I see you come in, but we want to get moving here. So, suicide, guys. Suicide is a privilege of the West, a privilege of the privileged. It's something that you don't see as often in poor communities, believe it or not. You might have a lot of people. Whoa, everything's frozen for me. Am I frozen to you guys?
No, you're glitchy though.
Jeez, what is happening over here? They just came and buried my fiber optic line. I hope they didn't fuck something up. I guess I'll refresh, or maybe I need to reboot my computer or something. Oh, here, this might help.
I want a fiber optic brain to my link to my brain, because then I can just plug in and just download all the information like in the Matrix.
All right, I'll be right back.
It's true. I came out with nanobot technology. Everybody said you're crazy. 5 years later, boom, nanobot technology, baby.
That's for real. That's some real stuff right there.
I came out with cloning parts and cloning peoples. Oh, no, you're crazy.
They've been doing
I
that for
might
a
be
while.
crazy. Doesn't mean that I'm not right. You know what I mean?
No, you are.
They've been cloning things since I was a kid.
I remember seeing a picture of a rat with an ear growing off its side, and I was like,
I remember that one.
it's like we could do that, but we can't put people on the moon.
Right?
It only took, what, how many decades? I still don't think they went to the moon.
I still
Armstrong said that they didn't go to the moon. He said it was all choreographed. He said, with that technology, how could we possibly have done that? He admits it. It's on many different podcasts, talking to the White House, talking to, they never landed on the moon. Well, according to him, and he's the guy that's supposed to take the first step on the moon. So I take his word. I could tell you the weather on Pluto, but not the moon.
What is it then?
Bright, sunny, with a slight showering of razor-sharp diamonds. Wait, no, that's Saturn. Is that Saturn or is that Pluto that rains diamonds?
You serious? It rains diamonds?
Yeah, no, I'm serious. It diamonds. Yeah. The only way the reason why America hasn't freed it yet is because it's so far away.
Right?
Okay, you guys can hear me okay? Looks like
Yeah.
I'm moving right this time. Wow, that was intense. Everything froze up, my whole browser, but I think maybe it was because I was playing. I had Google Chrome open with like 5 tabs playing my Rumble Shorts on each tab, and they weren't actually playing. Each one was like freezing, other than the one that was. So it might have just been something happening with my process.
Andrew, it's better than I thought. It's Neptune and Uranus.
Oh snap!
I just looked it up. They both rain diamonds.
Oh, wow.
Well, my anus is. Never mind. Fuck. Linus has
Come
always
on,
rained
spit it
diamonds.
out, Waylon.
Linus has always spit out diamonds.
Man, you come up with a planet that rains oil, guarantee the U.S. will be the #1 in space exploration.
I mean, they've found that you can. I mean, there's some things you can do with diamonds, store energy and
You could store data on them.
data. Yeah.
Any crystal,
See
but
if,
diamonds are harder.
minute timer.
There's
All right,
really
everybody. Sorry about the delay. Chris, hold your thoughts. Maybe make some notes or something. We'll talk about that on a different day. But right now, we've got some serious things to talk about. Diamonds are serious. Uranus is serious, but suicide is pretty serious. I want to say something about veterans and the whole 22 a day, and I want to hear what Kim thinks about this. I think that's bullshit. For one thing, that number hasn't been updated or looked at in like 20 years. We've been saying that same thing, so who knows what it is now.
No,
I
it's
don't.
been updated.
You think still 20? It's that same number, 22 a day, 22 a day. They've said
I
that.
think it
They said that for
fluctuates.
20
I
years
think it
easily.
fluctuates, but it went down there for a while. I haven't looked at it in a minute, but
I can't imagine it's still that same number, but I feel like it'd be down. Anyway, that was just a side like a opinion of mine, but all right, here we go. Let's get into story number 1. We're gonna pull up story after story randomly, and you guys we'll get 5 minutes to talk about it and decide who we think the story belongs to. Might be able to rearrange these a little bit better than where I got. It's okay.
That's just the lighting, Mikey. I'm still pasty ass white.
You do look a little like you got a little sun.
Just my arms, just from being out riding. It's not like all of the rest of me is still pasty ass white. Like it's only from here to there.
I don't know. I think you got a little sun everywhere. I can see it. All right, here we go. Story number 1. This panelist saved their best friend from his first suicide attempt, but was just a few minutes too late on the second one. So let me start the timer. That sounds like the same friend on the second attempt. Could be 2 different friends.
How do you ask questions about stuff like this? I mean, that's another hard part of this is like
You're
Hey,
not wrong.
Pat, are your friends
uh,
happy?
you know.
How many friends do you have left? Like, well, there was the one I lost. Um,
What do you know about Zoloft?
I could
I know
say,
that shit made my child be a zombie.
yeah, like I can speculate who I think it is, but you're right, Kat. I can't really think of a question per se to ask anyone. I could see this being everybody on screen. It's going to be such a hard game, but remember the game is just a way for us to share our stories and give each person like the floor once we have revealed whose story it is, like give them the floor for a minute to, because it used to be, Kim can attest to this, it used to be a lot more no holds barred and just everybody trying to my story.
I got a couple questions here.
Okay.
Let's start with Kat. What's your best friend's name?
Well, there's a few. I have quite a few. Brandy is my very best friend.
So
And then
lucky.
Big Ant.
I don't have someone called a best friend. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, wouldn't best be like best?
Yeah, like isn't that
You
only
can't
one
be better
best
than
friend?
best. You can't be multiple best.
I mean, no, I mean, I have quite a few
Tied.
friends that fall into that category because, like, I have people who are my friends and people who are my acquaintances, but like,
Do they know they're just
me and
acquaintances?
Big Ant are super close in our own way, and me and Brandy are super close in our own way.
What was the
You
first
know, like
person?
Big Ant.
Big Ant. All right, Kim, what's your best friend's name?
She forgot she was on a show today.
Is Kim frozen?
Oh, we passed 420. My bad. Yeah, Kim. Hey, how are you?
fabulous.
What's your best friend's name?
Don't have best friends.
What about best acquaintance?
I
What?
I don't I don't categorize people like that. To me, having a best friend or whatever, that's juvenile kinds of stuff.
Oh,
People that
well,
I have close friends, and I have a very select few close friends.
is that
I know
because
a
maybe
lot
you
of
lost
people,
one
and I'm
when you were
friendly
young?
with a lot of people, but I have a very, very small inner circle.
He wasn't successful in that third attempt.
And to me, like, I don't have favorites of a lot of stuff. And to me, having a best friend is like picking a favorite. And it's like, how do you
Yeah.
pick one person over the other? I
It's
just
just like me. I
can't.
have too many to pick from, too
But-
many.
And
Awesome. I'm
that's why
kidding.
I say some of mine fall into a category of these are my best. Like this is my close circle. Like there is a circle of us. It's not just one person in particular.
All right,
You
let's
know,
say they were all hanging off the edge of a bridge.
Hmm.
you've got time to save one, just one.
Depends on which one I'm the beneficiary on that life insurance.
So Chris has been pretty quiet here on this one, and it's kind of a longer story. Um,
It
I
is
could
odd
totally,
that you're
huh?
quiet. I said it is odd that you're quiet over there.
He's over there trying to. He's reading the Bible.
My best. Well, I was checking different chats. My best
Oh,
friend is.
there's nothing happening on Facebook. Hey, Facebookers, what's up? Go ahead, Chris.
I'm actually looking for him. I have people out searching for him. He disappears from time to time, but this time gone just a little bit too long for my liking.
Is this a four-legged best friend, Chris?
You turn up his
No,
audio a little bit.
I can.
I turned down my audio because when I clicked into the studio, everything was so loud.
Well, that's
You're,
not what
you're
he's
super
talking
quiet
about.
on my end.
He's talking about your output, not your input.
Oh,
Like he wanted me to turn down your mic, not
oh,
from
okay.
not your headphones. I don't have that. I don't have the power to turn down what you hear.
But like, all my other friends know that. I mean, we have the same mental diagnosis, so we like understand stuff that other people don't. Even though we're all friends in our tight circle, like him and I have the same cornflakes loose. He's
Kristen,
worse.
you've been pretty quiet too. Andrew's
Yeah,
pretty
you're
quiet.
actually the next I was going to ask. What's your best friend's name?
Me?
Can you guys hear me?
I
Yeah.
can.
Okay.
Now
I
I
think it
can.
was Andrew.
Did you hear Bean's question to you, Kristen?
No. No.
What's your best friend's name?
I still didn't hear it. It cut out. It cuts
What's your
out when
best?
anyone but Waylon talks for me.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Waylon.
He wants to know what your best friend's name is, and that's not a good. That's not good going forward
Well,
here. I mean,
my best friend's name is Shannon.
Is that a girl or a guy?
yes.
Girl.
All right. I just wanted to rule out the females because it said his first suicide.
Oh, yeah. Brenda didn't take that out. And that is a pretty good
That doesn't
clue.
mean anything though, because like some of my closest friends are men.
That's why I only asked the females what your best friend's name was to see if it was a guy.
This could totally be Kim. Don't pay no attention to what she said. But she was in the military, a lot of
Mm.
veterans. I mean, this could easily
Yeah,
be.
and it doesn't say recently. Like you said,
Mm,
it's juvenile. It might have been when you were younger.
she was young. She was
I've
like
never had best friends. Like I've never been
my
like that.
best
I was
friend.
one of these people in high school that I didn't have a set group of people that I hung out with. Like
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
friends with
That's
everybody.
how I was too.
Me too. Is that why we're all here together? Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like
I don't know. My bad. Yeah.
I was just thinking I'm gonna guess Chris on this.
That's crazy to me that y'all like you don't have a best friend. Like, I have one
I
best
don't.
friend. I have one person that like I know that till the day that one of us lay in a grave that we're not ever going anywhere.
Someone that like you can call to help you take care of the bodies.
Yeah, I don't got to talk. I might not talk to him for a year, but when we pick up that phone, it's like we never stop talking.
I
Like I
have.
have multiple people that are like that, but I'm also still friends with people I was in kindergarten with. I mean,
Well,
Just because they're
we
a
have
long
different
friend doesn't make them a
definitions.
best friend. Go ahead,
Just
my bad.
well, no, yeah, and
yeah, no, you're fine. You're
I don't
fine.
consider them my best friends. That's not,
Like I
you
have
know. But I
childhood
mean,
friends that I still talk to, but they're not. I wouldn't like a best friend to me. And honestly, even just a friend is somebody that might hit me up on a daily basis. Hey, what are you up to today? I don't have nobody like that, and I think
and
that's
see
like
that's Monica to me. Monica messaged me every morning. What are you doing? Good morning, and we talk every single
what. Hey,
day.
look, what are you doing this weekend? You want to do anything? Oh, I'm busy, Or but like no, there's none of that. So, but like people say, well, adulting, you get busy, and everyone starts to grow apart, and that's true. But it just takes a little bit more planning of things. Like, hey, there's this event coming up. You want to go to that thing with me? Okay. And I don't know. I like to think that I have friends locally, but they're all always doing other things. Speaking of which, Red Six,
Hey, I need to try and switch to my phone whenever's a good time. The computer's
go
not
right
working right
ahead.
for me.
Go right ahead. Yeah, you're lagging a little bit.
Okay, my vote's Andrew. I'm going.
So
I'm
she's
gonna say
gonna.
Kim on this one.
I'm gonna have to rearrange this again, and we might have to play musical chairs. Bean gets to stay. Cat gets to stay, and I might have to leave.
Just let me know.
So, Andrew, how many best friends do you have?
I have a few, like a gang of them.
Yeah.
Me too.
I had a lot of friends. A lot of friends that would do a lot of things for me, and I would do things for them.
Ooh,
No questions asked. Would show up at the drop of a dime. Would
No questions
stop
asked.
what they're doing and come. No questions. Yeah,
So
that's my.
you wouldn't call any one person your best friend.
What do you mean by that?
Kristen, do we need to play musical
Like
chairs?
if you were talking about like I
Whenever's
don't
a good time for the
I
flow.
have one awesome good friend that's always
Okay.
been there. Like how you talked about, like we haven't talked in a year, and I could pick up the phone and be like, "Yeah, hey, how you doing?" We could like we never
you
even.
could you could tell them anything and you don't got to worry about it getting out. Like they'll take it to the grave with them. If, like you said, if you ever need them, yeah.
Yeah, I
Guys,
got one good friend like that.
I love the conversation, but we do have to play musical chairs. So everyone but Cat and Bean, everyone but Cat and Bean need to leave and come back.
What are you gonna do when there gets to be so many of us that we can't all shut enough
I
off to
told
get
you
everybody
I
on
told
there?
you I'm gonna send them the damn email. And besides,
Uh,
we already have a little more than we normally need
We
tonight.
can't
I'm
we
about
can't
to
be
switch
the
over to
only
my
ones having
computer
this
anyway.
issue.
Okay,
Okay.
do you need me to leave still?
Uh,
Yeah, I don't have enough room yet.
Kristen.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
yeah.
switch over to my computer.
Okay, you two leave. That should be enough for Kristen.
How do I get out?
I'll just kick you, and then I'll have to kick Bean because he just
There we
kind
go.
of. Oh, you got it. Okay, there we go. Now there's Kim back. We've
You're
gotten, but
so pretty,
we've
Kristen.
gotten pretty good at this by now. Like that's a lot smoother than the last few times. We've been like, oh man, who else still has to leave? Oh, okay. No, we're getting
This
smooth.
dog has left me alone all day until we're doing this, and he is being an ass. He just bit my hand.
Damn. What I
Oh,
like to
he's
do.
been sitting over here barking at me and yelling at me and stuff. Every time I try to prop my phone up, he comes and gets whatever I'm propping my phone up with and like tries to take it.
What you do with a
Stop.
big dog that wants to like play with their mouth, even if it's not like too hard, you just ball your fist up in their mouth and you just shove it. You just keep pushing farther.
He likes that shit.
I know, but like at least he can't really bite down on you.
Well, he's real gentle, but I wear leather bracelets, and he likes to grab them and like pull on my arm. It's funny. He's a
All right,
mess.
so who's voted up here? I said Chris. I'm leaning toward Kristen though, but I did say Chris. Bean said Cat.
I said
Um,
Kim.
You said Kim. Kristen, do you have a guess?
I think it was Andrew.
Okay, Kim, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Chris.
So we just need Chris and
What did
Andrew.
Andrew do?
He popped out to
Oh
let
yeah,
her
yeah,
in.
yeah.
It was the musical chairs. There's Chris. Yes, I'm gonna make an effort to send that an email to to Rumble support. See what they say.
I just sent him the link to the Rumble chat.
Okay, I think I understood that. Rip Van Winkle over there. What time do you usually get up, Kim? I feel like you're like a 6 o'clock in the morning or.
I usually wake up around 5.
Hey, thanks, Mikey.
Why do you ask?
I just wonder. You seem like you're not necessarily a late.
I used to be a night owl until I became a fucking teacher.
Now you're stuck.
And
I'm gonna.
what reinforces it is gardening.
True. Better to get out there in the morning.
Yeah, gardening season.
Uh,
Especially in
Andrew,
the desert. It's so fucking hot.
are you good?
I'm right here, but I can't push the.
Oh no.
Can't turn his camera on.
Are you on a tablet?
Yeah, I'm on a
Can you
tablet.
turn it sideways or no?
Gabe with 50
It has a
stars.
keyboard on it,
Denise
so
with
I'll
100
try.
stars.
It is sideways. I mean, I have it sideways. Where I have
Oh,
a
I'm just
keyboard.
not seeing the chat. People are chatting, but not. I don't see it. I'm sorry, Facebookers. I'm blaming you guys, but it's a Facebook problem. Gerald, hey, what's up? I don't see the stars, but
Good night, Leslie.
Gabe sent 50 and Denise sent 100.
wow. Well, thank you guys. I'm not seeing it. I see Gerald. So Andrew needs so you won't need as many people to leave.
I just need a sliver. There
How
you go.
about
Hold
that?
on. Let me try. Let me try. Let me try.
Fat finger that bitch. You got it.
Did I
You got
do
it.
it?
Just and lick your.
Come on, come on,
Just
do
to
it,
cut hair
Leslie.
more.
You need just to cut hair more.
Just a little bit, I think.
He's not gonna say it. Chris, can you pop back out one more time, brother, please? Brother man, please, sir. Thank you very much. Having issues with the tech today. It's that same problem every day, every week, though. I keep thinking they're gonna
Got
fix
it.
it. So
Okay,
okay,
come back in.
I didn't know you had that issue too. Otherwise, I would have kept you in last time.
It's all right.
Yeah, but now that I know that, if it happens again, somebody gets booted, then it's you, Bean, or no, not Bean, you, Kat, and Kristen, because Bean's on his laptop now. And now we just need Chris. Okay, so I don't know if Chris has guessed yet.
I haven't met either.
Okay, what's your guess? Because when he gets back in, we can hit the ground running. Maybe 42
I want to
minutes in.
say cat.
Okay. I literally see an equal chance of every one of us. Like this one is such a, yeah, like I don't know if it would be a common story, but it seems relatable to anybody. Okay, there's Chris. Woosah, woosah. Yeah, depression and anxiety, all these other things, are sort of skirting around this issue, and so I thought this would be a good time to talk about it, and also like to really get to the heart of the issue. Like people, when we talk about someone who's depressed, like what are we really worried about? We're worried about them going down, the rabbit hole of this, of suicide, of self harm, or just even just doing like having a sedentary life and just not caring about themselves. And so this is kind of the extreme of that conversation. Um, and this is, I can't see everybody behind this. So who else hasn't voted yet? Have you voted yet,
Just
Andrew?
Chris.
Just Chris. Okay. So Chris, let me know who your vote is. You might be. You're not muted. It looks like you're just
Chris,
tiny
It
still.
was Bean.
Who?
Bean.
It was Bean.
I think it was Bean.
Okay, that's everybody. Brenda, whose story was this? Somebody has us playing in the background. I can hear it. Oh, maybe Dawn. She just came
story
in.
belongs to Kat.
Cat. Yeah, I could
Yeah,
see.
so
Go ahead.
my roommate from Denver that we lived together for 3 years and worked together for a year. So we were together like 24/7 all the time. And he had gone back home. He had moved back home, and he texted me one day and told me that he couldn't do this anymore. He loves me, blah blah blah, whatever. So I didn't know exactly where he was at. I called his ex girlfriend and I called the police right there where he lives, and they ended up finding him in the park, and he had taken a whole bunch of pills and whatever, and they ended up saving him. And then about not even a month later, he sent me that text again, and this time the paramedics got to him and they revived him. He had put a bag over his head and ran a hose of it off of a helium tank up underneath the bag, and had drank a bottle of wine and laid down on the couch with his head in that bag with helium, and what he said floated away. And I got the paramedics to him, and they revived him. And that was on a Thursday. That Friday night, he hemorrhaged, and that Saturday morning, he passed away. And that was the day I got my motorcycle. His name was Zachary Van Overbeck. And yeah, that was a hard blow.
Well, you did what you could, and you can't be hard on yourself for something like that. Some
I've
people,
learned not to be.
yeah, you really gotta train yourself because there's so much in life that is scary or frustrating or angry. But I always remind myself of the balance of things, because without those things, without the ugly, without the negative or the darkness, there would not be any reason to be happy for the good side of things, right? Anyway, that's I'm rambling. Let's keep moving.
I think you forgot to put me
I don't
back
know.
on the screen.
Oh, you're there, but you are a box somewhere. I can't see you. Okay, there you go.
There we go. Okay.
I knew you were in there somewhere. Just it's like I'm trying to move us around to where we're as visible as possible while also seeing the timer. Um, trying to keep us as big as possible while also seeing the timer. That's the hard part. Anyway, I think Bean, are you the only one that guessed cat?
I picked Cat too.
Andrew did.
Andrew and Bean. Okay.
Yeah, I was a little torn about like how to react. I'm like, yeah, yeah.
Right? Yeah. It is
That's like
tough.
asking questions about it. I mean, how do you, I mean, I didn't expect that one to be the first one right out of the gate. Sorry, guys.
I'll tear the band-aid off for you.
That's
It's
okay.
okay, buddy.
Yeah, I
That's
mean
what we're all
it's
here for.
exactly that's what this is going to be all
Do
about.
we do this like an AA meeting? Like, thank you for sharing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more or less. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
So
Thank you
that's
for
what it's
sharing.
really for. Yeah, thank you all for coming. And you guys in the comments, if you're sharing, I cannot. I don't know what's happening with my Facebook comments. They're not refreshing.
They're playing a game of tag with stars in the comments. So you got like Alice has sent a bunch of 20s, Gabe has sent a bunch of 20s, and Denise has sent a bunch of 20s.
It's literally not showing me that. I see someone named Lilith. Ex self harm here had a few lost to suicide. Um, yeah, I mean, I think I appreciate you sharing. Lilith, hang out, and we're gonna have a lot more stories here for you guys. Let me get that one out of here. Yeah. So thanks, Kat, for sharing. That's number one, and she has 4 points. Andrew and Bean both get 2 points. You get 2 points for us on screen here, and you can keep your score at home if you want to. You get 2 points for a correct answer, and you get a point for every person that you fooled, which you guys wouldn't do that. Wouldn't be able to have that part in the chat. But all right, here we go. Story number 2. This panelist fantasizes about going out like Lou Diamond Phillips in Courage Under Fire.
It sounds like
Okay.
something Chris would say.
I didn't want to go straight there, but like, do we really need 5 minutes for this one?
I'm not old enough. I don't know. What's Courage Under Fire?
That's not a, that's
It's a movie.
it's a like a military style movie. It's Lou Diamond Phillips. Lou Diamond Phillips.
I hadn't heard of it either.
Can we look it up while we're deciding? Can I
Yeah,
do
go
that?
ahead.
Yeah.
Actually, since we're
Chris
talking
said, "Go
about,
ahead."
Actually,
You just
since we're talking about male action stars, people mistake me for Wesley Snipes all the time.
I was gonna. Who's the other one? The fat ninja guy.
Wesley Snipes.
It's Farley.
great.
No, the one who like he was a cop.
You know, it was
Paul-
Wesley Snipes
Paul-
and
Paul
Courage.
Farley, Paul Cop,
Not Wesley Snipes.
Never.
Denzel.
No, the
he's a
little
cop in
dude
real
in
life.
Twins.
the dude that played in
Danny DeVito?
King of
Steven
Queens.
Yeah, there you
Seagal. He
Oh,
reminded
Steven
me more of
Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
I got
Hey,
the
Get it, the
ponytail.
fat ninja. Come on.
Hey, by the way, Courage Under Fire was Denzel Washington. So whoever thought it was Lou Diamond Phillips,
I was close to Wesley Snipes.
you're racist. You think they all look the same, Chris?
Hey, I'm mixed, so I can say that.
Right? Half of you is racist.
Joke telling
Right.
immunity.
All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Chris on this one. Although
Yeah,
Andrew
me too.
could have been trying to throw us off in the beginning as well.
I think it was Andrew.
Andrew has done this, but he had a nice booby story the other day, and it was like, oh, I didn't think this was Andrew. Andrew's like talking about boobies.
Boobies and doobies.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Eh.
I like booties and doobies.
I wore a shirt today to the dispensary for my appointment to re-up my medical card, and it was a shirt from the dispensary, and it says "Doobies for Boobies" on it.
Willing. Get one of these 454 shirts. They're like moisture wicking and
Currently, I have my brand new anti-apparel shirt on, which is pretty badass. You guys can't really see it right now, but anyway, the back of it. You saw the back of it, Andrew. This is yeah, never mind. You can't see it for shit right now, but maybe I'll show you all later. Okay, anybody else guessing?
I'm
This
going
could be-
with Chris.
I could see this being Kristen. Kristen, you like Lou Diamond Phillips?
I say it's Andrew.
Okay. I thought by making fun of the person that maybe that they would show their hand. Like, what? I thought it was Lou Diamond Phillips. Boobies and doobies. Eric. By the way, I want to hear about maybe in the current events episode we'll hear about the float trip. Kristen, did you guys go? Yeah, good time.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome.
I mean, if it didn't take us 45 minutes to get to story number 1, I feel like great. Let's hear about it. But
How did he go out? How did you go out in the movie?
Please stop.
Chris knows exactly.
Yeah, I was waiting for the first person to do it. Go ahead. All right, it's Chris. Are we ready for this? Are you ready for the
Yeah,
next
I think
story?
we're ready.
I said it.
Yeah, everybody.
I said Andrew.
Okay, Kat. Chris said Chris. Kim.
I said Chris.
Kim.
I guess
I
Chris.
feel like it's probably Waylon, but I'm gonna do the safe bet with Chris.
What did you say, Waylon?
That is an awesome way. It's almost like that one movie with the three Elvises, and the one just went out. Gun together.
What did I say? I said Chris. Kristen, who are you saying?
I say Chris.
Okay. Kim, let's get it under the 5 minutes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
He's just waiting for the 5 minutes.
I, Kim, who's your vote?
I already said Chris.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Sure.
I didn't realize
Did anyone else hear it? I didn't hear it. My
I
bad.
didn't hear. I was like, what the hell are they waiting for?
I'm over here like, all right, Kim.
Sitting here watching the feed,
You can
waiting
do-
for.
Hey, to be fair, we still made it under the 5 minutes. Nice. All right, Brenda, that's everybody. Whose story is this? And guys, man, Facebookers, I'm sorry. Every time I look at the screen, there's nothing there. It's showing a bunch of people watching, but I don't see any.
It belongs to Kim.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Him racking up points.
Well, she did get a clean sweep. Lilith.
Very
Wow.
masculine of you.
Wow, Kim. Wow, that's impressive. So this was let me read it again. So Kurt, so you haven't seen the movie then? Is that what you're
I've seen the movie.
Was Lou Diamond Phillips in it as a supporting character?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a Meg Ryan movie. It was like in the early 90s, I want to say.
96.
It's
Was it 96? I was thinking it was earlier than 96.
Meg Ryan,
It was in the 90s.
Denzel.
Lou Diamond Phillips was in everything.
You know Denzel made the movie though.
I loved him in Young Guns.
Denzel.
This dude is just slowly creeping his way over here trying to get all the way into my lap, and he's like twice my size. He does not fit anymore, and he's just slowly creeping his ass.
He's trying to get up in there. So, hey, that's a metaphor in there. So, Kim, so how did he die? Was it Lou Diamond Phillips? He died like just taking lots of bullets, or what?
No. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what it was. There was a lot of corruption, and there was some corruption or something. And it was a military movie, and this guy, he was on the cusp of getting busted or something. I don't remember exactly, but anyway, him and I think Denzel Washington was in the car with him, and he made him get out. He was in a convertible, and he just drove as fast as he could down these railroad tracks, head on into a fucking train.
Oh, I thought you were talking about going out like a blaze of glory. Like you're talking about playing chicken with a train.
Oh, he wasn't playing chicken. He was playing.
No, he rode he drove right into the side of it.
No, and head on into it.
Oh wow.
Playing that's a little different.
That's fucked up because you're that's not a victimless crime, you might have derail a whole train, versus just let me drive into a tree. You know what I mean?
That's probably the point.
Really, was to hurt people on the way out? You think? I don't know his character in that movie, but
I don't know how
Kat, are you
the person in the train?
Yeah, the dog turned his head and hit the camera button on my phone, and it bumped me.
So we got to play musical chairs again.
Hold on, I gotta yell.
How is it you think that he hurt people in the train? If anything, it was just like the engineer of the train.
Well, it's one person more than what a tree would be.
Yeah,
How fast does a plane fly? If it's going
train?
in the opposite direction of a train, it's going to hit it with enough impact to cause probably a derailment.
Oh, this was a plane?
No, it was a train.
No, but he was driving a car or a plane?
He was driving his car,
Okay.
convertible.
Oh, I thought I'm hearing
He was
everything.
going, he turned onto the railroad tracks and he just.
All right. So, Kat, let me take this out first. Kim or Kristen, stay. Andrew, stay. And I need a
Oh yeah, I
couple
gotta
other
go.
people to
Be
leave.
right back.
Chris, could you leave, please, for a moment? Just come right back, and I'll take some a while each
Still not
time.
enough.
Still not enough.
No.
Kim, can you leave for a second and come right back, please? There she goes.
Still not enough. Hold on, let me turn it back up and down and see.
Turning it sideways should make it bigger. I can leave too. Oh, there she goes. There she blows.
Cat, I think your puppy could sense that story was hard for you.
Well,
Yeah, that's
he
it.
has not, since we started this, he has not quit fucking with me. And yeah, I had to make him lay down and stop. He was just nagging.
Yeah.
He's pissing me off is what he was doing. He's very persistent, and like when he tries to get in my lap and shit, like he's trying to show me that he's dominant. And I'm like, you're not dominant here, dude. Like he tries to force himself, and I'm like, no, that's
Yeah.
not how we're doing things.
Tell him no means no.
Oh, he's got shocked a couple of times today.
All right, I need to make Kim as big as possible because she's the tiniest head. We got to be able to see your face a little bit for the poker aspect of this game. All right, that was story number 2, right? We did the story number 2, which was Kim's story. I don't think anyone picked Kim, so she got a clean sweep. Let me get caught up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points for
Kim,
sweep this
you're
time.
my second guess. You're my second guess.
Yep.
You know what? I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Let me see here, guys. If you could let me know in the chat if you got the first couple right, and I'll try to catch up everybody. And if you're on Facebook, I don't know what to tell you. I cannot see those. They're not updating. I have to keep coming back and forth, and that's on my phone, which wasn't happening before. So that's the only thing. That's the only way you'll be able to play this with us. And actually, I'll see your comments is if you come to Rumble or YouTube or even Twitch if you have Twitch.
No one guessed on Facebook.
Yeah, they
That's
don't guess as much on Facebook side, but I'm seeing people that I usually see guess. Like I see Elisa in here, Loretta just came in. I think she usually plays. Gabe and Denise. Like I'm sure there's people playing. I just can't see the comments, guys. I'm sorry. Really weird. So like we have a Rumble problem, but also Facebook problems, and it's like every platform, every app just has problems.
Yes,
Okay.
Eric, 3,000 Miles of Graceland. That's the movie I was talking about, where all this went out like that, just against the
Okay.
FBI, and they were okay.
Mm.
I was
No, I
getting
remember.
excited.
I think I remember that. Yeah. Story number 3. I just want to get moving because I have the story on the screen. This panelist had a friend who shot himself in the room next to them. In the room next to them. Kind of sounds to me. Kind of sounds like a military story.
In the next room or in the room next to you?
Like the next bunk over or something. All right. Yeah. What is that? Yeah. What does that exactly
Sorry, I'm
mean?
trying to find any way to ask a question.
Yeah, I get it. It's not super easy, but I would say, Kim, have you ever were you in charge of soldiers? You had friends in the military, right? Not soldiers. What'd you call them? Airmen.
Yeah. What do you mean by in charge of them? I was an NCO.
So you had some lower enlisted. So, did you had friends in there too? I'm sure. Did anybody? Do you have any veterans or not veterans, but any friends in the military who took their lives ever?
Not that I knew. Not that I knew.
See, Bean, this is the key here with these questions. People, whoever's story it is, isn't gonna want to lie about whether or not they had a friend. Like they're not gonna like that's kind of a shitty to lie about. So I think no
Yeah.
one's gonna. So questioning us about whether you even had a friend that committed suicide, I feel like no one's gonna lie about that one. If you lie about that one, I guess I don't know. No one's gonna judge
Yeah.
you, but it just feels weird to lie about. You know what I mean? So,
Someone, Big Mikey said start the timer.
oh, thanks, Mikey. Appreciate it, Mike. I'm leaning toward like my gut says Kim on this one, but we did just have a Kim story. That doesn't mean anything. We had a double Whalen story last week, so
A double
that's
whale, and
double
is
Whalen. You
that
couldn't
is
imagine,
that
could
when you
you,
high five yourself?
dude? Could you
Andrew,
imagine
or were you?
my own clone?
Huh?
Were you any sort of military, Andrew?
No, I was in like the cadets, but no full military.
Having the shot, which means there were weapons involved. A lot of people own guns, so that doesn't necessarily mean it was military, but it just feels that just my gut. That's my gut. I mean, this could be me. This could be my story. Cullen, what's up, man? I trade who is Courtney Love for 500.
Chris, did you listen to like emo music or like ICP growing up?
I did listen to a little bit of ICP when they first came out, before everything got way too much. Like I
True
listened to
eye.
their third album.
Is that you, Lynn, over there on the YouTube?
I'm just trying to like think of anything like Andrew, you lactose intolerant?
Yeah.
You ever seen a movie about someone shooting? About a shooting? No. So
Lactose intolerant.
Bean said he loves having his guns. Bean, you have friends. Do you have friends who have guns?
Most of my friends are felons.
Not
Doesn't mean they
anymore.
don't have guns.
Sorry, I could not help myself. Dark humor is how I deal with shit. That was good.
He said not anymore. Yeah. Like wow, they all seem to do the same thing around you. Like I don't know. Uh, definitely could see this being other people, but my gut. See, the only thing we can really go on with these ones are basically that your gut instinct, and my gut was telling me Kim right off the bat, but she did just have a story. I don't know why. It could be anybody. It could be Kristen. She's being awfully quiet.
Yep, it could be
Kim,
Christian.
Kim, what do you think? You have anything in defense?
Do I have anything in my defense?
Yeah, like as in who else do you think it might be? Like what are you thinking on this one? It's tough. These stories are going to be hard today.
The closest I've ever had to anything like that was one time when I was, God, I was about 13, I think. My stepdad was an alcoholic and he was very troubled. And he came home one day, him and my mom had been having tension. And he came home one day and we had a shotgun that sat next to the fireplace. And he came home and he grabbed the shotgun and he went into the bedroom. And my mom and I just like looked at each other and my mom's eyes got really big and she jumped up and she ran to the door and of the bedroom and was like beating on it. And she's like, "Don't you commit suicide in my bedroom." And we
Wow.
busted the door down and ran in and I grabbed the gun away from him. He had his shoe off trying to take his big toe to put it in the trigger to shoot himself. But
So that wasn't a
we
friend though.
foiled his plan. But it wasn't a friend, it was my stepdad. I've never had any friends that committed suicide.
You
But
don't know any. You don't know any airmen that did.
mm-mm.
Wow.
Not at the time that I was in. Maybe they did after, and I don't. But I don't have any
Oh
awareness.
yeah, you didn't. You weren't in for I like Iraqi freedom and stuff, right?
I was at the beginning of all of that.
Okay.
I mean,
I got out
maybe
in
there's 23 a
91.
minute, isn't there?
I got
20,
out in
22 a
91.
day. 22 a day.
It's 17 and a half a day now.
Where'd you find that?
I Googled it.
Okay.
Is a half like an attempt?
Right.
No.
I guess I don't know. Like, no, it's just the way they average the numbers. All right. Well, let's see. What's your guess then, Kim? Since I'm thinking about you as my guess, what's your guess?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, how did I know you were going to say that? Bean, what's your guess? This is a tough one.
Yeah,
I say it's Whalen.
that's what I'm leaning towards.
I think I'm going with Waylon too.
Let's see.
'Cause he kept on talking about military person, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you tried to push it in one direction.
Mm-hmm.
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 Yes, sir.
That's my favorite Asian boy band.
Push it in one direction.
No,
Did you say Haitian? Haitian boy band?
One Direction, or maybe that's
That would
Spanish.
be Mexican, wouldn't it?
Well, like, yeah, I think there's a Chinese Juan too. You know,
I'm gonna
Juan.
say Andrew on this one.
Definitely could see it being Andrew.
You never know. I mean, I did have a friend that shot himself in the other room by accident.
Kristen, did you guess? Sorry, I got the chat on your face here.
I'm gonna go with you too, Waylon. I think.
You too. That famous song that was on everyone's phone for a few years that no one wanted. No one asked for it. And they put that U2 song. Anyway, Kristen, sorry, go ahead.
Waylon, I'm gonna go with you.
Okay. Chris? Who did you say?
I said you.
Okay, Kim, who did you say again?
said you.
Me?
You?
Hmm. Hmm. Damn. I'm going with Chris. That's it, Brenda. Everybody's guesses are in. Chris. So anyone get that first answer or first one right? I don't think so. I'm trying to keep track now. Yes! The last minute. I got it in I got it in the third quarter, baby. Or fourth quarter, I should say. uh, Elisa got it right. Thank you, Brenda, for seeing that, because it is not updating for me. I do appreciate you guys on the Facebook, but I'm not able to see it. It's really fucked up, if you ask me. Okay, let's see. Anyone guess Chris in the other chat? Nope. 0 on Rumble. Wow. Well, Chris, the last minute man, something about how you said your guess, something about that was like, you know what? Felt like Chris might have been,
Yeah.
you know, but no one else guessed Chris. I don't think on screen, right? But me. Chris, tell us about it, man. It sounds pretty
He was
wild.
he was a brother of mine, and I tried to get him help through MHMR around here. It's mental health and mental retardation to get help, to talk to a therapist, to get meds, or to get something that would help him. And I made the appointments for him, and he just never went. And he came home one day, and he was, "Hey, I'm going to the store to get some smokes. You need anything?" I'm like, "Nah, man." We had weeks on and off where each of us would like clean the house one week and it was my week to clean. So I'm bouncing around the house. He came back in. He was like, "All right, I need some bandwidth. I'm calling up my girl." His girl had moved like an hour away. And he was up there for a while and I heard this clack, which didn't surprise me because he had a futon in the attic bedroom. And when he was irritated, he'd smack it up and it'd just smack against board against board. And then I'm sitting there doing dishes and I'm like, how the hell can I hear that through two stories? And as soon as I thought that, my phone started lighting up. Not one of these phones now, but it started lighting up and I picked it up and it was this girl saying, check on Rich. So I turn around and I start going up the steps and all of a sudden I hear cops. Well, I didn't know they were cops at the time. Just beating at my door like so hard I could feel it in the floorboards. And I went and opened up the door, and 8 cops just bum rushed me, smashed me against the wall, and said, "Where's his room?" Keep in mind, I don't know what the hell's going on. And they went up there, and I guess I don't know. He had had enough. You know, he shot himself in the head. And
Wow. You know, I don't
I
know
didn't see
why
it
my
coming.
I don't know why my mind goes there, but I'm always wondering like where did that bullet go? Like it could easily go through the wall and find
Yeah,
somebody else. Yeah. Wow. Had to be a tough one, Chris. Definitely felt military at first, but then I'm like, that's just me and Kim, and it's rare for them to do two stories in a row, but they throw us a curveball, Brenda and Margaret, from time to time. Okay, let's see. Story number 4 is next. This panelist, Aunt, tried to commit suicide when she shot herself in the head. Evidently, that sounds like it was unsuccessful.
That is not a fun survival story.
No. Um, I've heard of all sorts of stories like that where the bullet like rattles around their head and but then comes back out, like bounces kind of around the skull and
Ooh,
doesn't really
that's
do a lot of
creeping
That,
me out, dude.
yeah.
that sucks too, because like that's almost like there's a lot of attempt situation, but that's like the one you think is a surefire situation. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And like it doesn't work, and you're like, "Fuck!" Nothing.
You think that's going to be it. Yeah, you think, oh, this would be the fastest way. I would rather do that than anything else.
Yeah.
But oh man, that just made me think of another story for this, and I don't want to go into it right now. But man,
Write it down.
yeah. Well, I won't forget it now because it has to do with your choice of ways to go out. Yeah, a bullet would definitely be even a shotgun. I've seen people unsuccessfully use the shotgun. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, I didn't put
Oh
the.
yeah, like take the half their face off. Oh my god.
Ugh, stop. You're freaking me out.
There was a TV show.
Looks like raw meat. Like it
Oh,
just.
stop! Freaking me out, fucker. Stop
There,
it.
there was a TV show about this preacher guy that was kind of a good and a bad guy. But anyway, there was this kid named Ass Face Bean. They called him Ass Face, and because he had tried to shoot himself with a shotgun, and his whole mouth was gone. It looked like an asshole. It looked like a
Ugh.
butt. Like it was looking, and
I
he
see
so
that shit, Will.
they called him Ass Face.
I
Yeah,
love that show.
and yeah, that's because of exactly what. Yeah, so and somehow he missed or whatever. Like yeah, I can't imagine missing or it not working out. So I don't know why my gut is feeling Kristen on this one. My gut doesn't seem to be correct lately though, so I don't have anything else to go on here. Kristen, do you have extended family? Do you have aunts?
Yeah, I have an aunt. She is the most like bubbly, happy person you'll ever meet.
Is that after she the unsuccessful attempt? She decided to have a new lease on
You're
life.
bubbly, right?
Yeah, bubbly. Yeah, she okay. I believe her for some reason. I believe her. Bean, you did start talking pretty quick, but usually that's not unusual. could be Bean. You have any aunts, Bean?
My family been having litters for generations.
I
That's
was
true.
gonna say there's like 9 of them, so I'm sure they're not the first to have 9 in the family.
Yeah, and a lot of people refer to their aunts who marry in as their aunt. They don't say my
Yeah,
you don't say your aunt-in-law or whatever.
as
So
long as it's a permanent situation, yeah.
well,
Yeah,
If
my
it's
my
Aunt
his
Dana would
seventh
never be
one that he
anything but my
marries,
aunt.
it ain't my aunt no
Yeah.
more.
right. That's just some lady now. Like sorry. Oh wow, that's true.
That
Okay.
bitch my uncle was with ain't my aunt. Like that.
This is
Yeah.
Uncle Rick and Rhonda.
uh,
No, this is Uncle David and that other bitch named Kathy.
oh damn.
I hated that
This is
bitch.
getting personal.
That
So
was my
sad. Like,
brother's. That was my brother's second wife. That one was a bitch.
do you have any
Making
aunts,
shit up.
Kim?
She's reminiscing.
Yeah. Well, I did. I think they're all dead now.
Uh, probably some complications due to suicide attempt. Maybe not directly, but like years later. You know.
More like, well, my mom's sister died on her wedding day when she was 18, a long time before I was ever born. And then that was my mom's only sister. And then my dad had several sisters. And they, as far as I know, they all died of old age related stuff.
That old age gets you.
Yeah. None of us gets out of this alive.
I think
This
I'm gonna
could
go with
be
Bean on this one.
yeah. I'm either Kristen or Bean for some reason. Bean did stand out a little bit, like it's a tiny bit, just a little more, just a little quicker on the draw. I talk a lot regardless, so I don't think you can really say that with me. But you guys do think that I do purposely pretend like every story's mine, so you can't really tell. But
Yeah, this was mine after we started calling her Aunt Holga. Nah.
It was Bean.
Aunt,
Don't answer.
Aunt Swiss cheese. Okay, well,
I'm
whoever's
going with
aunt this was.
Chris.
I think I'm gonna go with Bean too on this. Andrew.
I'm gonna go with Kristen.
I'm going with Andrew. As soon as no one said his name, he started smiling. But the
Ah,
whole time,
Because I love my name being called.
ah, he was hoping. He's hoping he got away scot free, but he didn't. Kim, who do you think?
I think I'm gonna go with Bean on this one because Bean is sitting there making all these fucking wisecrack jokes, which is a lot of
Right.
indicative of somebody that's trying to play shit off.
Chris, who's your guess?
This is a touchy subject. I just don't know how to act.
But
Yeah, you said Bean. Okay. Okay, that's everybody. Brenda. Brenda said they all said you. Yeah.
It's almost like awkward to make jokes tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Well,
of them just are real easy though.
I made a post about this though, Bean. I was like,
oh, I got
Look,
jokes.
I basically said I take the comedian's perspective on these things. We have to talk about them. We have to not normalize them, but we have to bring up how like common it is for all of us to have these stories, and that's what gets us.
Kim.
Oh,
It belonged to Kim.
That's what, my bad. I interrupted you. That's what gets us. But
I was just saying that's what helps like get people through these topics is like sometimes even laughing at them and taking, like I said, taking the comedian's perspective of you have to talk about the stuff. Whether you give it less power, the more you talk about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love the saying, if you're not laughing, you're crying. I say that a lot.
Kim fooled the
Completely
whole
hard subject.
panel and the whole audience.
Yeah, not a single person got that one. This is a
That's
tough.
right.
Yeah, that's two clean sweeps today, to Kim. I think that's going to be. I
Yeah,
think
you
you're
need to
gonna.
chill out.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I was thinking about it. I was like, this doesn't have to be recent, you know. Kim said they're all dead, but I even said one of them after. I even went through the whole like walking it through, going, "Oh yeah, one of them right after this." Yeah, interesting. So Kim, did she? How long did she live after the attempt?
So she, so we come from a very wealthy, high performing family, and she married poorly, and her husband cheated on her and stole a bunch of money. And I don't know exactly all the details of it because all this happened before I was born. But anyway, she tried to commit suicide by shooting herself in the head. And my grandfather spent a lot of money trying to save her life. And so she did, but she spent the rest of her days in the state mental institution with the
Mm,
mind of a 3-year-old kid. Like, she never, and I don't know what happened to her. I assume she eventually died. I don't know when she died or anything like that. But yeah, she tried to commit suicide, shot herself in the head. Very uncommon for women to do that.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Like you just for it to go that wrong, and not only could you have permanent damage, but then the fact that she lost cognitive ability. Like you don't think about that. You think, oh, you know, I might get hurt, but you don't think about being brought back to like a 3-year-old's cognitive like function. Like that's
Yeah.
a different kind of trap. Have you seen the butterfly effect? Bean, you seen that, right?
yeah.
Where one of the alternate histories is where he gets blown up from this what
The
do you call it, the
mailbox.
mailbox bomb, yeah, and he's a quadriplegic, but he's still like him, like he still has his brain, but you know it could be
Do
worse,
you
right?
still get wood?
I don't know, buddy. You have to ask Ashton.
If I couldn't,
Um,
You
what's the
know,
point?
Zach was mad at me whenever they brought him back the first time, whenever they found him in the park. And he was mad at me that I had got the paramedics to him.
yeah, yeah, because they, you know, typically
And
are made a decision at that point, you know.
I seriously think that he had like programmed the text to go out like 3 minutes after he started doing it, where like he figured he would already be gone by the time we would get paramedics to him. But
Sometimes they secretly want help, and you know, I would say most people that don't fully want to do it for sure don't go that far, but you know, who knows?
well, after the first time I was talking to his ex girlfriend, and I told her I was like, I don't. After talking to him and stuff, I really don't feel like he wants to die. But I mean, he had a brain tumor and had surgery on that. It didn't work. He was still having the seizures after that, and so he was just like going through it. But I just feel like he didn't really want to die, but apparently he did because he succeeded the second time. But it's crazy. But he was mad at me. He was like, I can't believe you stopped me from doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I kept doing that. This is better. Let's do this. You guys can see that, can't you?
Are you
There.
showing us something
Better.
illegal?
No, I've been fighting with trying to size up our boxes and stuff. Although when we put up, this is the reason. When I put up the next story, it's going to be covering your guys' names, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. Okay, this will be story number 5. Let's keep it moving. Story number 5. This panelist almost killed themselves with a gun, but luckily the gun jammed 3 times, so they're here to talk about it. Wow.
Okay, this one has to be Bean. I guessed him multiple times. It wasn't him yet, so this one has to be.
I mean, I don't know that it has to be.
In my mind, it is, Waylon. That's how it works. That's how it works in here. We all float
Quick
down
as you
here.
said melee, I feel like some type of way about this.
Right? You just went right after you. How
Well,
do
because I
I?
guessed you for a few times it wasn't you, and I'm just like, shit.
Hey, there we go. It kind of covers my face, but at least our names are uncovered. Who said that? Who said duck?
Me.
That was you?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
It did not sound like you. It sounded like somebody that was not even on screen. Yeah. I was like, what? What the fuck was that? All right. Timer started, my bad. Yeah. I'm gonna. I know my guess already. It definitely could be Bean though. Could be Bean. Could be Bean.
Nice try, Bucko.
Well, I mean, you did. You did not
So,
give me much earlier. You asked me a question, but you didn't really give me much, and I'm like, this doesn't have anything to do
yeah,
with that.
I
But
tried to keep it as brief as possible.
hmm I feel like this is almost the opposite of that. So, hmm, I'm leaning towards Andrew, but I know Bean has guns. You're the only one on the screen that I know. Like I'm guessing Kim has one.
Kim's told us she has guns.
Yeah.
I am legally not allowed to own guns.
For this
Okay.
reason.
This,
And how long is that? How long have you not been allowed to own guns?
he's telling
Since
us
2003.
he's telling us that he has a gun.
No, I cannot own a gun legally, Waylon. That would be against the law.
You're right. My bad. It's well, like I don't even have my
You
fucking
didn't
gun
have a
right
gun.
here. My fucking gun is upstairs right now.
Oh,
How many guns do you have, Waylon?
Just two.
Oh yeah, what kind do you have?
Well, there's my fucking gun, and then there's my pistol. My pistol's always with me. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of pistol do you have?
22, huh?
I'd say it's a bit bigger than a Glock, a little thicker than a. Never mind. It's a sex thing, Kim. Never mind. You weren't
Oh,
picking it up. Be a penis joke,
you
everybody.
you don't have any guns?
Listen, I cannot confirm nor deny the existence of said devices.
Mm.
Got a sword I can show you.
I
Keep
have a
it in your
pistol.
pants.
I could wield it pretty good too. It ain't sharp though, I'll tell you that much.
Keep it in your
It's
pants.
pretty dull.
Keep it in your pants.
Smooth. Smooth. It's cold and smooth.
What were y'all calling them? Being was it flesh day? What were you saying, Mommy? Was it y'all talking about that?
Many pew pews does everyone have?
How many pew pews? Well, I feel like somebody who owns a gun and almost did this.
3.
I'm gonna assume. I'm just making an assumption right now, a side bet, that the person who this story belongs to does not have a legal, or it wasn't a legal gun. It was not a legal gun. That this was the part of the story. That's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna think.
I have at least 12 in the house.
And you're like, some of them are legal. A few of them are. A few of them are even legal. I plead
You
the
know,
fifth.
I never was sure about my dad's gun that had got stolen because it came from my uncle and they were all real shady back in the day. So when it did come up that it was that dipshit had stolen it, they ran the numbers on it, and I was like, "Can I ask what that says?" And it just said it just came back unregistered. I was like, "Okay, cool," because I've had it for a long time, and I just never knew. I never knew how to find out. I didn't want to go ask and then them take it from me. It's like the only thing I've left of my dad's, but
Well, there are legal loopholes, kind of like if he gave it to you or if it was passed down to you, you can own it that way. People can actually gift people guns. You just have to.
yeah. But if it came up stolen, wouldn't they?
Oh well, touche. I guess I missed that part, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you screwed. Oh,
But it came back clean, so I got it back.
nice.
I mean, I don't want to ask any questions on this. I don't like this. I mean, I'm glad whoever it was is here to tell about it. That's
Yeah,
all I have to say.
I agree.
I think if you're going to be streaming on places like YouTube, you got to watch putting words like that on the screen.
You think?
Mm.
Okay.
Ever tried to commit
Hmm.
suicide, Waylon?
YouTube is already. I'm already in the deep dark hole of YouTube, and there's three people watching right now. So maybe, maybe they're enjoying it.
One
Facebook
smart
will
TV.
hit you for audio a lot, but YouTube will hit you for video a lot. Like,
Right.
they more care about what you're putting on the screen.
Hmm. I agree. I agree. And some of these are going to be that way tonight.
What's your
So, and you know what? Even saying this stuff might get us hit on Facebook or whatever, but it's too bad. We're doing this anyway. Um, they don't always hit me for everything, so we'll see. All right, that was the 5 minutes. I'm going with Andrew. Oh man, everything froze up on me again.
Did I guess? I don't think so. This was come on so and 3 times. Fuck, I don't want to wish this on anybody.
I know that's where I'm at.
I think it was Chris.
I'm gonna have to leave and come back. Dude, what is
Like
going
growth
on?
bags. Growth bags fucking suck. Now transferring because the other one's seal just came off.
I'm gonna go with Andrew. I don't know why. It's just a random guess.
I'm gonna go with Chris on a random. I don't know.
I think it was
I don't
Kristen.
even like saying it.
I'm gonna go with Bing.
Wait, no, I already said Bean when it first came up, and then he said, "I kind of." It's like it took 8 times.
Stop fighting me. It's not the damn dog, it's the cat. Little mean fuckers.
It's fucking bullshit, man.
Wow, man, I don't know what's happening. All right, everybody guess on screen.
I still need to guess. Andrew.
I said Bing.
Kim, who'd you say?
I said Chris, but it's either Bean or Chris.
Okay, that sounds like everybody. Oh,
Oh.
where is it? Over here. All right, Brenda, that's everybody. Whose story is this? Get this off my face. We all went random with this one. Story number 5 belongs to Andrew.
Yes, sir.
Well, I hate to have gotten that right, Andrew, but I am glad that you were here to tell the story.
Well, it was in my younger days. You know, I was coked up, a lot of methamphetamines back then, and a lot of drug dealing. And at the time, I was trying to get married to this young girl, and I was young in my own. At the age I was like 18, 19. And she left me. Just bought a diamond ring for her and everything. And she left me for some other guy. Got pregnant. So I thought of ending it, but surprisingly, my gun jammed on me 3 times. So I just threw the gun away and just said, forget it and start my life over again. So I quit all the drugs and the drinking and everything for a while and got myself a good job and, you know, just started life over again. But like
The
I said,
rest is history.
So in
yeah,
a way, you did kill yourself.
That's deep. He's saying he's saying you killed
Yeah,
that part of yourself that was that guy. You killed that guy.
yeah,
That guy's
you
gone.
ended that negative life and
I
turned
was
around and
very
did
deep
something
into some
positive.
negative stuff and I had to get myself out. If not, I would have been dead. You
Mm.
know, I wouldn't be
That
here
sounds like a
today.
miracle, though, man. That was like a fate intervening, something something going on there. Because 3 times, like, what are
Yeah,
the odds? What are the odds? Like, if I ask Grok right now, the odds are
What kind
probably
of gun was it?
it was
yeah, that
an
could be like this old pistol lock,
it was an old
flintlock.
25. It was an old 25. You know, only had a little 7 bullets in it. Cocked it back and went like this, and let's just say it jammed. Cocked it back again. Tried it again. Cocked it back again. I threw it on the bed and said, "Forget it. You know what? I'm supposed to be here for something, and that's why I'm here." I had to change my whole life around.
That's,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, you're going, damn. Somebody's telling me no. I better do something else. Wow, that's
Well,
crazy.
I had maybe an angel, looking
Yeah.
over me.
A number I see a lot is 444. And evidently, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but the angelic meaning of this is that there's an angel, guardian angel, looking over your shoulder. Um, and I've told stories similar like that where in Iraq, like these close calls, like crazy things, where it's like, what? That like just barely missed me, but like a grenade just went right past the back of my truck and then came out the other side, and all I'm looking at is a mirror, waiting for it, like little things like that. And like that's a similar thing, man. You had somebody, there's somebody there, watching over. I was like, nope, not today,
My
not
guardian
today.
angel was high as shit.
you're blowing clouds to the
They're
angel
looking
over
down
next
there
to
like,
her.
they're looking down there like, this motherfucker. What the fuck, man? What? Look at him.
All right, so Andrew, I know Bean and I both got that. Anyone else on screen?
I guess Andrew.
Kristen, okay. So Andrew gets 1, 2, 3 points.
My guardian angels are all wrapped in bubble wrap and have helmets on. They're ready.
I always describe it like this: like my guardian angel isn't up over my shoulder, like wishing me well. He's got a clipboard, with this whole calling that I feel like I've been given from God. Like he's over my shoulder, going, okay, get moving. Like he's my foreman on the work line, going, your quota's you're not moving fast enough here. Get it moving.
Mine's like,
Okay.
you know what shit you're gonna get me into?
We can't be doing this. There's a movie out that I haven't seen yet, but it's Keanu Reeves as an angel, and
Yeah,
he's like some lower angel that's not really supposed to
I've
be
seen
doing
previews
doing
for it.
anything. Yeah, he ends up
I
like
think he was like a
helping a
higher
guy.
angel. I don't know. I didn't read it,
No,
but I
you're the
think he's
high.
a
You're the
lower
high one.
angel, and then he has to like go lower because there was like no use for him anymore or something
Chris,
like
you
that.
sound weird. Did you do something
Oh,
with the?
my head. Do I sound better?
Yes.
do I sound better?
Isn't that
My
such a difference?
my my apparatus started.
Yeah. You went from like in the other room to like fucking what's his name? Darth Vader. What's the guy's name?
Yeah, you didn't have to change the tone of your voice. That
Yeah,
wasn't
James Earl Jones,
it.
man. You just went to like straight to and Simba went to
My voice
Simba.
is all over.
He
the
didn't do
place.
nothing to his computer.
I used to have a solid voice. They did a surgery right here and they fucked up my vocal cords. So my voice is all over the place.
It is a little bit, but that's okay. All right, here we go. Story number 6. This panelist remembers being mentally traumatized as a kid. Guys, there's some kind of feedback going on there. Traumatized as a kid, and they wrapped a metal hanger around their neck and squeezed. Did anyone get that last one? Let's see. Andrew, nobody got it on Facebook. Okay.
Kristen, did you have childhood trauma?
Me? My life is trauma after trauma after.
No, Kristen.
Nah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got plenty of that back there.
I'm kind of feeling that too. But Kat, you are speaking up kind of quickly on this one. See,
Oh, I don't do metal hangers. I pulled one through my cheek when I was 3, and I do not like metal hangers ever since then. So, nope, got me out.
wrapping it around your neck and kind of stuck into the
Ever since,
cheek, right? Yeah.
ever
Was
since,
that the trauma?
No,
ever
I
since
pulled it
David,
all the way through my cheek. I remembered my dad pulling it back out. It was
Ooh,
terrible.
ooh.
Yeah.
Andrew, did
You
you
got
say
so
something?
mad you wrapped it around your neck and
Well, I was
squeezed.
gonna say this sounds like it came from a movie with wire hangers, like Mama Dearest kind of stuff.
Mommy dearest.
Mama Dearest.
David Carradine did it with
No
rope, and I
more
want to
wire
try it
hangers.
too.
That's
No more
called
wire hangers.
autoerotic asphyxiation, Chris. It's a little different.
Is
I
it?
don't
Yeah,
understand this story.
I don't either, but it does seem like a lady story. No offense, ladies.
Like, did the panelists suffer some kind of mental traumatization before they did that, and that's why they did it? Or is this what caused the mental trauma? No.
I mean, it kind of says one before the other, so wouldn't that be the?
So this was a response to the trauma, you think?
That's what it reads like to me.
It almost sounds like maybe it was a repressed memory that came back.
Hmm. I might be with you here, Big Mike.
I don't know. Like a healthy way to deal with those memories is put them behind a big door and do lots of drugs and make sure they never get out.
Well, but I mean, what if it happened? Okay, so
I don't feel
if that happened when they were a kid, what if that was one of their reactions as a child, not knowing how to express emotion or seek that attention or get the
it clearly has to do with the topic. So yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, I'd imagine it got to be like women have been using hangers to get rid of memories for years.
Bad decisions and memories. That's terrible. That's terrible. Man, can you
That
imagine?
was great.
Can you imagine what happened when they switched to plastic hangers? They're like, "What is this? I can't do anything with this."
That's when the
Uh,
pro-life or the pro-choice
That's
movement
bad.
started.
it is bad. It is bad, you guys. But we're just making light. It is bad. It's a trope. It's a like almost cliche now. I don't know if anyone's really using hangers anymore, but the stairs works. No, I'm sorry, I would never do that. I couldn't imagine somebody going, "Oh, I can't." I mean, I don't know what abortions cost these days. I'm not for them myself, but for someone to be like, "What other way can we harm you enough?" You know, like that's crazy. Anyway,
I
that's
couldn't imagine anybody believing that they could actually end a pregnancy with a hanger because
I think
when
they
you're pregnant, it's way, way, way up in there. And
and
like,
it would be a lot of damage to the person too.
Yeah, you can.
yeah,
You can, but you're doing a lot more damage.
I
A
A
mean,
lot,
yeah,
a
you're
lot of
gonna
people use
fuck
it to get
yourself
out
off.
of
lot of women died from that shit.
yeah. That was terrible.
I don't know why. I got to go with Kristen on this one.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Chris on this one.
Oh, you know what?
Actually,
I should have changed my vote. I can't change
I'm
it.
going. I'm going with Waylon.
I'll go with Kristen. I only like to be choked when I'm feeling naughty.
I mean, me too, but still, we're not talking about that right now.
Cam, what do you think?
Wait. Damn
You have 10 seconds. Andrew, you got a guess?
Christian.
It's got to be Kristen. Kat, you said Kristen for sure?
How old are you, Kristen?
I said Chris.
I'm 29.
I don't even know if freaking
You're
Megan
young.
were around back when she was a little kid.
it. Wire hangers in
She lasts forever, man.
Huh.
Now I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
go
it
with
was
Chris.
They're good for pants.
Kim. Now I feel like it was Kim.
What's a wire
What's a
hanger?
wire hanger? How's this going there?
I feel like it was Cat now, but I'm gonna. I already said Waylon.
You stuck. So who else? Anybody? Kim? Andrew?
I legit made my entire family get rid of wire hangers whenever I was a little kid. Like I was petrified by them. Like my
Alice?
grandparents, my aunt,
Yeah, you were
everybody got rid of.
traumatized, and then
That's
Yeah.
because you
and you
played the
saw
fish
one
that got
and
caught on the
couldn't
hook.
resist.
I think you might be right, Bean. I
Knucklehead.
probably fucked up here. She threw it on Kristen right away, and then I was like, that sounds right.
I didn't throw it on Kristen. I voted Chris. I
Threw Kristen.
simply asked Kristen a question.
You threw Kristen under the hanger. Okay.
I definitely
Yeah.
feel like when I asked you, Waylon, or when I asked about the question, and you were like, it obviously says in an
It's
order. So,
it does, though. But it does. It says being
that-
mentally traumatized as a kid, and they then wrapped. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't say then, but it seems like it.
yeah, that's why I picked you.
You wouldn't say. You would say I like this panelist wrapped coat hanger around their neck, and they were traumatized. Like that would mean that's what happened first was the coat
Yeah,
hanger.
but even this situation, like I have to hear the full story because, like, I don't know I don't understand how
It's
one
just
led to the other.
grammar. It's just grammar, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just don't understand how one led to the other.
Well, I
It,
don't know
if the
either, but I
trauma
can see
came
which.
first.
Yeah. No,
Well,
I mean I hear what you're saying.
Exactly.
I just don't see how else you would word it if the trauma didn't come first. You know what I mean?
But exactly like I said, if you were a little kid and you were throwing fits and acting out because you had childhood trauma, that could be one of the ways that you lashed out.
That's what makes sense
See,
to me. Kim,
see,
who did you vote for? That's I'm the cat's in agreement. Like it sounds like that's what happened, and then you did the other thing. Like
no, I'm saying it's cat. It's probably cat.
oh, I see. Well, touche. Kim, who was your vote? I'm sorry, I keep asking you, but did you already vote? I guess you
I'm
didn't.
gonna go with Chris. I think.
Okay, that's everybody. Brenda, we're on story number 6. Let's try to get through a couple more before we get out of here. Guys, if you're watching on Facebook, I appreciate you hanging out. I just cannot see any comments happening over
Oh
there.
shit!
So I'm over to Rumble or YouTube or Twitch.
Waylon,
To Wayland.
Ah.
Damn it!
That was my second
you
guess.
should be like it obviously says it. Like
So I want to apologize to Kristen. Like I was totally going, hey, it had to be Kristen. Yeah. So yeah, no offense to you. I knew it was my story, so I thought I could make fun of this story. So yeah, like I was more. I wasn't typically. Well, okay. I was about to say I wasn't physically abused, but yeah, we had a lot of spankings and slaps in the face and stuff. It wasn't too much. More mental abuse. More like constant teasing and lots of like mental, just
you
how do
ain't
I
shit. You ain't ever gonna be shit.
I guess, but not exactly that. Like my dad used to ground me for anything. Some like I'd make jokes, and I had a whole like voice for him and stuff, and I would be sitting around with all the other wrestlers before a meet or something. We would be sitting around stretching and stuff on the mat, and I would just be making everybody crack up by doing these voices of my dad. Like he was this big ogre of a man, and he had like this voice because of he was in a fire when he was a kid, and so like he would have be talking like this ogre, and oh, you didn't ask permission to sneeze, you're grounded. Hey, like hey, I know you didn't put that there, you put that over there, you're grounded. It's like just the stupidest things. A lot of times blame me for
I
shit that
was
I
a
did,
grounded kid too,
and
most of my childhood.
and I didn't wasn't even doing anything most of the time. He just kept making like assumptions, and like he would come in, like all my older brothers had done all kinds of crazy shit, and I remember my friends and I'd be playing Super Nintendo, and yeah, I'm that old, and we'd be playing Super Nintendo. He would bust into the room like a like a, like a fucking idiot, thinking that he's catching us doing something.
Who's watching porn in here?
Yeah. What are you smoking? Like nothing. I'm smoking him in this
You're,
Mario Kart race.
you're
Like
saying he's a Kool-Aid man.
anyway, getting to finish the story. Yeah, I actually was like, I was a little kid. I wasn't really making an attempt, but I thought I was making an attempt. Like then, like I don't think I've ever told that story. But yeah, I remember wrapping this like coat hanger around my neck and just more or less like Kat said, throwing a bit of a fit, thinking that fuck them. I'm gonna like used to do. And I guess to an extent I still am more implosive than explosive when it comes to anger and stuff. And so a lot of times I would think if I then people have this thought, if I hurt myself, that'll show them. You know what I mean?
So,
And
so
not necessarily do I take my life, but like let hurt if I hurt myself, I'll show
yeah,
that'll
this will show.
somehow
Yeah.
show them, right? But that's not true. That's never true. And I don't think they ever saw it. It wasn't like some lasting mark or anything like that. What mean?
There's almost a call for attention.
Yeah, and then but I'm like by myself in my room. It's like no one's coming, bro. Like just just suck it
Well,
up.
when I had custody of my nephew, and he was a very troubled kid, and he did a lot of that, and it didn't matter how much attention he got, and nothing was ever enough. And a lot of the therapists said, those are going to be attention-seeking behaviors. When they feel like they're not getting what they're seeking, they'll go about any other way to do it. And
It
so, I mean,
actually,
you just
it actually doesn't sound like attention-seeking behaviors. It sounds like it was
Like
your way to vent.
self-deprecating.
Is
Yeah,
your way to get
that.
that steam off without running out there and blowing up in front of your parents. Like
Yeah, like I wasn't going to like break things. I wasn't going to go break my door or
yeah,
something
I'm
like
sure in your mind you were thinking, if this just chokes me out, this would show them to come find me. But you were never really gonna do it. You were just
oh yeah, I had the thought of like
blowing off
how
that
bad
steam,
would they
and that was
feel
your way to
if
get it out.
right, like how bad would they feel if they saw what they did, made me how they made me feel. It was never, it was
Yeah,
never
because it would be attention seeking if it was like you ran out, like you're like, look at me, ma.
right. Yeah, that would be like, oh yeah, I'll pull it tighter. Like I could see that, but no, I don't know what it was. I don't know what I was trying to express. I mean, I was probably like 10, like I wasn't like
Boys are
super old.
aggressive little characters. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure I've done some things that it was like, why did we do that? But it was just our way to blow off some steam, and usually in the confines of our own bedroom. Or nobody
right.
else do the dumb shit that we're doing.
I know I was young, and I know this because, and this might sound funny to you guys, but I wasn't masturbating yet. And that means like, and what's funny about that is that like that probably would have been the answer at some point when I got older. Like fuck them. I'm
Did you say you were
like
masturbating
like
yet?
no,
Oh, I thought she said I wasn't masturbating right. I was like, what?
Look. I mean, it's a funny subject either way,
What
but
does
like,
that mean?
think about it as like a teen who is masturbating. Like, that's probably one of the main ways to let off steam. Versus,
Yeah, I'll show my mom fucking.
I don't mean revenge masturbating. I just mean like stress relief. Like,
That is why inmates started revolting after they said no more porn in the prisons. Because would you rather some killer be in his bunk looking at a porno, getting it done, or would you rather walking around with a heart on wanting to stab somebody?
right.
Tab
That's just
his
But
dick.
like, but no, but it's a real thing because I remember a kid in when I was overseas, this redheaded kid. You know, these like ginger kids who just have the crazy energy, like all the time, like that kind of thing. Like, dude,
What you
calm
got
down.
against gingers, Waylon?
Hey, no, not you're not like this kid. This kid's like the uh and like Wendy from fucking Wendy's. Like this kid was red, like not just his hair. Anyway, he's a nice kid, but like very wiry. And the the doctor prescribed him to masturbate. Said that he needed to masturbate 3 times a day because of how much energy this kid had, like ADD, kind of off the wall, and it was funny.
What was this doctor's name?
It was in Iraq. I couldn't tell you, but
Uh,
that's funny. Funny. It's a funny thought, but no, man. It's like you need to release the demons at least 3 times a day, buddy. Like, yeah. Oh, by the way, Margaret, I did see that you got that last one right. I don't know if anyone else got it right, but I saw you had guessed me last time. Bean, you're the only one that got it right on screen, so you got 2 more points. I got 5. I almost got a clean sweep. Kim's still in the lead right now with 12 points. Bean, you have 6. Andrew has 5. I have 9. Kristen has 2. Chris has 5, and Kat has 4. So where are we at? Story number 7. Bean, I know you'll need to go, but if we could try and get through a couple extra stories since we took so long in the beginning, let's try to keep it moving. I'll do all the spinning and stuff after you guys leave. And I would stop to do like a promotional thing, but it's just you and me usually on that right now, Bean. So if you have anything going on, let us know, like waffle or whatever. All right, here we go. Story number 7. It was last year when this panelist heard a murder confession and attempted suicide on the phone and had to call the police. This is worded a little funny too. You're talking about how the last one was worded. That was my story. What happened with this one? Come on. Let me read it one more time. It was last year when this panelist heard a murder confession and attempted suicide on the phone. So they heard these 2 things and had to call the police. Okay.
Why is it written like the fucking night before Christmas? It was
Chris,
the
what?
night before Christmas, and
Oh
this
damn!
was heard.
Chris's horse just went across the. No, that's not Chris. That's Cat. My bad. I'm looking over here in the right hand corner thinking it's Chris, but when I just see a giant Great Dane cock across the screen,
Well, that could be me.
I was
That
thinking
could be
that,
me.
Chris. Sorry, my bad. I thought it was. It
Sorry
looked
about
like you. It looked like
Yeah,
you.
refilling my water.
That could be me. You know.
He likes to show things
reason
off.
I-
I'm sorry.
The reason I thought Chris is because I think this is your story. Speaking of, let me get the. I'm not for sure.
Murder confession and attempted suicide.
Andrew, what do you think? You don't have to give us. You don't have to give me like a person yet, but like, what do you think of the story? Seems like it was written by.
This sounds like something I've seen on TV before.
It does seem like that. Chris, you do remind me of that kid from the Goonies that just kept saying things that was like, no, that was
You guys.
no, not him. That's Sloth. He's the coolest one on that show.
Hell yeah. You're
Sounds like
talking about Data, the Asian dude.
Chunk.
Pigeons of hell! Pigeons of hell!
He's like, no, man, that was Little House on the Prairie. Like, you don't have any memories of your childhood. Like, this sounds like a memory from a TV show.
A
That was
confession.
Chunk.
Another
He did
confession
the
and he
truffle
committed
shuffle.
suicide on the phone and had to call the police. So somebody was.
Kat, what do you think?
This is.
I feel like somebody was on the phone with somebody else, and a person in the background was talking about a murder that they did
Um,
and wanted to off themselves.
I think it was Cat. Final answer. Bing.
no, I mean, I would take it as like somebody didn't know that they had pocket dialed somebody, and I don't know.
Oh, is that what
Maybe.
happened? Is that what happened, Kat?
I don't know.
Hmm.
It sounds like somebody would maybe. I don't know. This sounds weird. A murder.
You
Like,
sound weird.
I know I sound weird.
You are in a different place. Where are you right now, by the way?
I'm in Arkansas right now.
Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
Oh, snap.
Sweet.
Leslie's not in the background. Big Mike's not in
No,
the
I'm actually
background.
I'm actually at my wife's sister's house.
Oh, nice. I bet they're like, what the hell is he doing over in there?
Yeah,
No, he's
they're all
not.
outside kicking back right now, so I'm
Oh,
doing my
nice.
little thing.
Okay. Cool. They're going to come in like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Holy cow.
Bean, how many times have you called the police in your life?
Right. Would you even call the police for something like that? Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, I would.
For this, I would call the police. Yeah.
yeah, Brenda, I think it could be the same person that's on the phone that did the confessed and then also.
Probably about 3 times in my whole life.
I could see this being a butt dial. Kat, you're making it sound real comfy to pick you
Mm-hmm. Because she's
with
just.
I
that
mean,
one.
it's not. So, I mean, I'm leaning towards Bean.
It's not you, though. This isn't yours.
No.
To me, it sounds
Yeah, it
like
wasn't yours.
something like a call center kind of a thing.
Like they worked at a call center.
Oh, touche. That is a good angle here.
That would actually make that whole sentence make sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The
The butt dial makes sense too, though. I do think that makes sense.
I like a little tushy too.
Right.
or like a
Touche.
911 operator. Is
Touche.
anybody up here ever a 911 operator?
No, I get fired.
Kristen.
911 operator wouldn't call the cops, though. I mean, they are
Oh
the
yeah,
cops.
duh.
Yeah.
I've
Touche.
never been an
Touche.
operator, like a 911 operator, or worked in a call center. I take calls at work, but I don't work in a call center.
Have you ever received a butt dial?
Yeah.
Yes, it must be here.
Ladder.
I got you.
I have a friend that boob dials.
I actually have an old voicemail on my phone from me and my godmother Karen. We were headed back home one night after a long night and got pulled over. And we were looking for my phone, and we got the whole thing on the voicemail. I still have it. It's still saved on my phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good times. Good butt dials are fun. Oh yeah, you think that about me? I'm gonna listen to this whole motherfucking conversation. I can hear you talking about
Chris,
it.
have you ever worked in a call center?
Wait, was I right?
He looks like he's working in a call center right now.
I'm really high. I did work in a call center.
Sir,
Center for a year.
Sir, did you try to turn it on? Fuck! Turn it on back on again.
How many times?
had-
How many times have you called the police?
Me. I usually don't call the cops because I have some shit going down.
Chris said he just took his pants off. I didn't have pants on the whole time.
We're supposed to have pants on?
And earlier, Alice, I meant to say this. Alice said this isn't the, what'd you say? This isn't the
This
kinky
is a
sex
kinky
show.
sex show. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was gonna say maybe that's the next topic. Kinks. What's your kink? Next topic. All right. All right.
I'm
Yes,
there.
Dirty
I'm there.
shoe.
I'll be there
Y'all
know,
gonna
too.
hear some shit.
I
hot
don't.
Y'all
dog.
gonna
I don't
hear some
know.
shit.
I don't know that I want to know that much about all of y'all.
You're right. That would be a little bit
I think anybody
TMI.
that watches Fire in the Hole knows all that about me.
Yeah.
Let me bring the baby lotion.
Bean likes to
Ah,
boof a
puppy
candle, and
lotion.
he likes to boof a candle and then sit upside down, lay upside down while the wax just slowly melts down to
Yeah.
the cheeks.
Don't try farting on a candle, man. It's bad.
He says, "Fire in the hole."
Boofing a candle. What does that mean?
Well, you got to have a way to hold it up, so you just right up in
No,
there, and then
don't fart on a candle because it's methane. There is an actual chance that that flame will go in your anus and explode your inside.
Why does this sound like a TED Talk?
You can Google that shit.
There is
You
You
can
know.
Google it.
Y'all quit giving Bean ideas.
He's like, "Fire in the hole." He's got his legs up to his. Honey, get this on video. Oh no, he died from lighting his own fire.
I'll never forget one night we had a fireplace, and I'll never forget one night my mom was standing on the hearth in front of it, and all of a sudden she jumped in really fast.
Big old fireball.
Well, she farted in front of the fireplace and then got scared that it was going
Blow up.
to.
Wax on the tips, on the nips. Yeah,
It's funny.
wax on the nips. Okay, so I don't think I guessed yet, but I'm gonna say Chris. Anybody else?
I'm going with Chris.
I'm gonna go with Kristen.
Okay.
I think that's my guess too, Kristen.
Mm-hmm. It's a good call. She probably does a lot. She's probably had some phone jobs, although she's pretty young. She worked in the bank. I think the bank is like it. The bank is her thing.
Phone
was
jobs. Are we
Kim.
still talking about kings?
It was Kim. I say Kim.
PJ. Give me a PJ. Kim, okay. What do you say, Kim? Or Kristen, do you have a guess?
Story, so I'm inclined to say Chris because Chris always has weird ass shit. But then again, it could be Bean because Bean also has weird ass shit. And it could be Kristen.
But it could be Andrew. And it could be Kat.
It could be Kim.
It could be Waylon.
I'm just gonna go with Chris.
I'm going
Your
with Kim.
process of elimination didn't really eliminate much.
She went in a circle. Back to, okay. Although
I'm gonna go with Chris.
I might have made everybody pile on Chris, and somebody's going to be cleaning house here. Who'd you say, Bean? Say
Kristen.
And
I think
and
it's
Kat
Kim.
Chris-
This person over here.
well,
Right
Chris
here.
said Kim. Okay. All right,
I'm not
Brenda.
touching you.
That's everybody.
I'm not touching you.
Once again, if you're on Facebook, guys, please come find us on anywhere that we can see the comments, YouTube or Rumble or even Twitch. If you're on Rumble, hit that Rumble button, hit those dancing bananas, maybe share, do the reshare out if you could.
Story 7 belongs to
Kristen.
Kristen.
I knew it.
Wow, that was a good guess. I really thought.
Before you tell your story, the only reason I picked Kristen is because when we were talking about how it was written and getting confused, you had that fuck you face on. Fuck you guys.
I don't pay attention to that at that time. I should be. I should be paying more attention to everybody's faces at that time.
Hey, fuck you. It's written fine.
That's funny. All right, Kristen, this was you. Who else picked you? Kat and Bean. And tell us about it.
Yeah, so it was my stepfather. I was up there at their house, and he was on the phone with his sister, and she was talking to him, and she was like, "I did something bad," and he's pressing her, and she finally tells him like her husband's dead. He's gone. He's dead, and he's like, "What happened? What'd you do?" And she the line started going like quiet, and she was like fading in and out, and yeah. But we called the police, and they went over to the house, and they found him and her, and she was saved. She's alive, but she's in prison for the rest of her life.
Wow,
Wow.
that's crazy.
You're saying that you're a snitch.
Hey.
She saved her
You're a
life.
snitch. You're saying that you
That's what you
snitched
got out
out
of that?
somebody.
That's what you got
Yes,
out of that?
exactly. Exactly.
Wow. You did the right thing. All right, so I got Alice and Dawn on that one. Thank you, ladies. Let's see. Oh, refresh this.
Kristen, we can never go out and do crime together. You know that, right?
Okay, I don't tend to go out and do crime anyway.
You're like,
No, I'm,
I
I'm
guess.
just saying, if it ever came up, we couldn't do crime together. You'd just be like, "Yep, he did this, he did this, he did this, he did this." I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
You're like, Kristen, do you want to do some crime?
Let's do some
That's
crime.
Beavis and Butthead right there.
I am a butthead, so
That's right. Shouts out buttheads. In
Man,
fact,
I've been watching.
I have
ahead.
some buttheads coming to me.
oh, it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. I just got a nice plant off of one.
So
I
I don't know if he's still here, but I meant to tell Eric something. But go ahead, finish your thought, Kat.
I've been watching this shit on YouTube where these chicks are just like kicking along, living their lives, and then all of a sudden they end up in prison on like 30-year sentences for some just wild shit. And it's like that shit could happen to anybody. Like,
Hold on. You don't just end up in jail for some wild shit if you're
well,
just
you don't just fucking off and snap and kill your fucking husband either. That's not ever in the plan.
I met a
You
16.
know?
Change
I
of
met a
plans.
16-year-old doing life. We came
Wow.
through processing together. They got him and his friend got in a fight with their uncle about like some weed or some bullshit like that, and they shoved him over, and the uncle fell against the wall, and he hit the back of his head against a pipe that was sticking out of the concrete. So right there, that's murder. 16 years old, going to a state penitentiary. I was like, ah, man, shit,
All right.
good
Well,
luck.
it's just like a year ago ish, a little over a year ago, we had a shooting at one of our parks here. So there was like this impromptu like car show at this park one night, and there was some kids there, some young people there that had a vendetta against against a kid that was there. And these motherfuckers, there was 4 or 5 of them, opened up fire in the park, and all of these people, they were shooting, trying to get this one kid, and they shot up a bunch of kids, and they killed like 3 people. And there's 4 of them, and only one of them was an adult, and 2 of them were the adult, and one of them were brothers, and then there's 2 of them that were also juveniles. And they've had trials for the 3. The 4th one is coming up sometime soon. But all 3 of the first ones that have gone to trial are going away to prison. So there's a 19-year-old, a 17-year-old, a 15-year-old, and I don't know what the age is of the 4th one.
Yeah.
For murder. I mean, it was bad. Like one of my students last year, his dad and his brother were at the car show, and they both were shot. So his dad had a bunch of bullets that like went through him, his intestines and all kinds of stuff. And the kid that they were trying to kill, they ended up killing, had run to my student's dad for help, and they shot him. And then, as he was laying on top of the kid's dad, they shot this kid more, and then they shot him in the head, was what finally killed him. But his son got shot in the leg, and he had to do rehab a whole bunch. It was terrible.
That sounds horrific.
They're awful in this state. Freaking liberal as hell here.
Yeah. Definitely a whole conversation there for sure. But we got to move on to story number 8 here. This is a big one. This panelist was contacted by the police one night when they had their child and their friend in custody because they were found driving head on into traffic trying to end it all.
Holy shit.
That is a hell of a story.
Wait, I have a question. The child and the friend, is it a friend of the parent or a friend of the kid?
Like
The child and their friend would probably be the friend of the child.
Okay, I was just wondering because it said a child and a friend. I didn't know if it was a friend of the person saying it or,
How old's your kid, Kat?
My son is 20 and my daughter is 26.
Who are all the breeders in here?
It was me. My son on his 9th birthday.
He's like, you know what? This is just like the MetaQuest. It's gonna get in on this car.
Got in his big wheel.
Where are the breeders? Let
There
them
we
up.
go.
Freeway.
I don't know. That's hard the way it's written. They were contacted by the police when they had their child and their friend in custody.
Yeah, the child and the friend were going the wrong way down the highway trying to unalive themselves, and the cops stopped them and called the parents, which was this panelist.
Okay.
I only see 2 options here. I only see two possibilities. I'm not telling you guys what I think they are.
I say it's Kat, and so does Elisa.
How old are your kids, Andrew?
What?
You're muted, Andrew.
She's 25.
She hang out with some pretty crazy friends.
Most of my kids didn't survive the sock.
No.
Make like suicide pacts together and shit.
I don't think Andrew's kid would do that.
No, my kid, she's a homebody. She stays home.
I'm trying to figure out how I can get my. This is a big story. Hi everybody, here's my face. I didn't even start the timer, so we can get going with
Wait,
it.
how old's your oldest kid, Waylon?
22.
20.
She'll be 23 in July. Or will she be 22? I better think about this.
When did she get her license?
She was born in 02. So that makes her...
She'll be 24.
I don't know.
My daughter is 26 and she was born in 2000. So she was born in 2002.
Yeah.
That would be 24.
Are y'all really trying to figure out 26 minus 22?
No.
Not 22.
22 26
2
minus
minus 2.
That's exactly what we're trying to
yeah.
figure out.
I was done. I
I
was
was
like,
so mad that my brain broke.
I just didn't think she was 20, turning 24. I thought, well, that doesn't seem right. But hey, time flies when you're not talking
Did
to
she
each
get a
other.
license?
I don't know. She wasn't talking to me then. You're like, damn, didn't mean to ask that question. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Cat. Anybody else? Because I didn't start the timer, so
I'm going with cat.
definitely could be Kim.
I
I
think
don't know.
that
I don't know much about Kim's kid, but
How old's your kid, Kim?
He's gonna be 40.
See, now I should have changed my. Can't change it now.
I mean, I went with Cat, but
Could have been with
could
Ken.
be Kim.
It could be
Kim,
Waylon. It could be Kat. It could be me. Chris, do you have kids?
Kim usually laughs at you when you say it could be her when it's not her. See, I told you one day that tell would come back and bite you because you're usually pretty honest when it's not yours. When it's yours, you do almost anything to sound like you don't know about the story.
Yeah, well, my son was not inclined to do stuff like that. In fact,
Okay.
he didn't have a driver's license until he was in his early 20s, and he did not have access to driving my vehicle. So,
now cops call me. I'm not answering. I'm grabbing my go bag and I'm out.
I think somebody's gonna clean house on this one, but that's okay. Anybody else not guess? Kim, who was your guess? I said Cat. Andrew said Cat. Bean, who was your guess? Cat. Chris. Kristen.
I think that
I'm gonna say Kim.
it's not me.
That wasn't all that convincing, and I can't pick Kim now, but I don't know if I would, but just
No, I'm telling you, it's not
I
me.
think you're
My
you
son
could be
wasn't like that.
you could be tired too. Like it's getting this will be our last story. We'll let all the early risers get out of here. I can keep going though. I'll read some more stories.
I'm gonna go with Kat.
Okay, Kim, did you guess yet?
It's either you or Kat.
It's me.
I'm gonna go with Kat.
Okay, I'm gonna get this off the screen now.
I feel like it probably is Waylon, but
Ooh man, I wish I knew her at that point.
you didn't have to be. They
She,
could have called you because you were like on a contact list.
I don't even think I'm in that anymore. For some weird reason, we're still friends on Facebook. So I don't know why. I don't know why stay friends with me if you're never going to talk to me again. That's the weirdest thing to me. Like, wouldn't you just block someone like that you don't want to talk to anymore? Like, I don't know.
just send them butthole pics.
What? My daughter, dude? Get out of here,
Oh,
man.
your daughter. Oh, I thought you were talking
Wow,
about
man.
somebody that was bugging you.
That's wild, Chris. That's wild.
I thought you were talking about somebody that was bothering you.
I mean, she bothers me in some ways, but not enough for me to do that. I'm sorry.
He's not trying to get put on the list.
I'm pretty sure that's everybody there, Brenda. Yeah, jeez. I don't need anybody checking on my hard drive. Alice picks Big Mike.
Oh no, it sounds like a girl thing to do something like that.
Got it.
Girl drama.
Right on.
Not that I'd like that I got it. I'm glad your kid is alive and all that. Cat.
Don't. It wasn't my car, and she was only just barely 15. So don't think that any of the younger kids up and coming or whenever, whoever, can't
Mm.
do it too. Because,
She
yeah, that
wasn't
was in
driving.
the midst of our craziness. No, she wasn't driving. She was with her friend, and it was about 1:30 in the morning.
Wow. And so
Yep.
they luckily were.
They called me and they told me you need to come get her and she needs to go somewhere and get mental help now. And that's exactly what we did.
Uh, who else voted for Cat on Screen?
Me,
This
Everybody, I
guy,
Me,
think.
I did.
Andrew.
the guy that
And
has two thumbs and legs.
I
what?
voted cat.
And what?
I said the guy that has two thumbs and legs.
That's what I thought you said.
I'm I'm pretty sure that's the first, maybe not the first, but the first that I know of reverse clean sweep.
No, they've all hit me before.
I think we've
They've
done.
all got me before.
People have done that on me too. They've all ganged up. They all ganged up on me one time. All right, Bean. If you got to go, you got to go, my friend. But do you want to do one more or no? Want to get out of here?
I guess I'll do one.
One more for the road.
If everybody else got time.
Well, it's a big episode,
Hell
man.
yeah, Mikey. Hell yeah.
We got 40 people in here still, guys. Hit the hashtag FITH to bring the man some energy. He needs energy to pick him up to keep
I
him
was falling
going.
asleep before we started this.
Yeah, we gotta have him. It's like a fairy that gets his wings when you like clap or whatever. But you gotta do hashtag fifth in the chat, and
I don't
he'll
think
get energy. All right, here we go. Story number 9. It's a very short one here. This panelist almost drank themselves to death. I can't imagine we don't all have this story, honestly.
I've done that. Literally.
Yeah, enough to.
Bean, did all of your hospital shit have to do with you drinking? But you still drink, though.
Nah,
He's not
but
a big drinker.
I did wake up with a crazy hangover this morning.
Ugh,
Nah,
I can't believe I'm alive. I can't believe I'm alive.
it might have been due to alcohol. I don't know what causes diverticulitis. That's what I was in the hospital mostly for.
Something tells me this wouldn't be Kim or Kristen.
There was a time when I almost drank myself to death. Wasn't intentional though.
But this sounds pretty severe for them to bring it up as their story, unless they just didn't have any good stories. Because
This sounds like they were going for it.
this is pretty
You know what I
common,
mean? Like,
right? This sounds like maybe on purpose. Yeah.
This isn't my story, but I almost drank myself to death. I was yellow. My eyes were yellow. Allegedly, I ran moonshine and high octane all the time,
Dude,
keeping
I
liver
mean,
away.
drinking like I there's some too many times where I drank way more than I should have, and probably surprised to wake up. But I don't think I would have ever characterized it as this. So, to Bean's point, it does sound very intentional. Unless it means that they had to go to detox, like they woke up in the hospital, kind of thing. Is
Uh,
that could have been just from a one night binge?
I go into psychosis.
What?
When I detox, when alcohol leaves my brain, I've been restrained 3 times this year in a hospital. When I
This
detox,
year, bless thee. For now, they are blessed.
like with people, like big dudes slamming me, I wake up with bruises strapped down. When I detox, when alcohol leaves my brain doesn't know how to react, and I go into a psychosis. I start hallucinating and shit like that. It's just, I don't know.
should get you some more alcohol.
A little hair of the dog.
That's what they told me one time because I quit cold turkey and I called in because I could
Oh
hardly
man.
dial the numbers.
Yeah,
And they said, listen, if you have anything, you need to drink it because you're going to die. We're sending you an ambulance. I'm like, okay.
yeah, detoxing off of alcohol can kill you.
Yeah, isn't it alcohol and heroin are the two that'll kill you on your way down?
Yeah.
Mm,
Well, opioids, I think, will kill
right.
you. But
The opium.
hmm
That's why right now, you guys don't see it, but I keep track of my drinks and I try to cut down a little and a little. And then I could tell when I start hitting psychosis, like on the edges, because I hear music playing, I get radio stations in my head, and then I'm like, okay, let's back up a little bit.
Oh, you know what? This story could be from a few people in the boxes ago. We had the Wildcat. We had Wildcat up in here that night. Remember that, y'all? Yeah. Did you watch any of that, Cat? Did you go back and see any of that?
No, I don't ever have to do that.
I missed that one. I have to watch it.
Oh, yeah. She was a Wildcat that night.
Wildcat.
yeah.
It was good. It was good.
So,
Waylon, take clips from that.
so
I
Andrew,
mean, I don't even think it's back a ways, but go ahead, Kim.
so Andrew, what's the situation with the drink, man?
What do you mean? Situation with a drink?
Do you stay
Well,
away or
I
do you?
haven't drank in 7 years because I had my kidney taken out.
yeah.
Yeah, I had cancer.
Almost killed you?
Oh gosh.
Had cancer.
Oh, damn. Was it alcohol related?
No,
Kidney
Liver
cancer is
cancer?
not alcohol related.
the cancer I had for a while, I guess, when I lived in Nevada, and they spotted it, but I guess I didn't, it didn't come to of like what it was really until like later on in my years when I started urinating blood.
Oh
Mm.
my gosh.
Yeah, it actually the cancer went into me, so
Was
it
it in your adrenal glands or?
it grew outside and started just it almost connected to the liver, but gladly didn't because
Yeah, you would have died if that had happened.
yeah,
Yeah.
so they cut it all out of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're lucky, yeah. Although, you know, there's all these treatments now. It's like that's a whole nother conversation. But speaking of like you kind of bring up something that I did want to talk about before we ended this is in Canada they have assisted suicide and they already have like cases now. There's a case of this boy, there's like I don't know, he's a young man getting assisted suicide just because he felt a little depressed. And
They
it's like
they stopped that.
yeah, that was the case I think that made it like that recently has brought it to light or made it more like whoa kid we got to have like some kind of a
Yeah,
line
there's no
there.
guidelines. You could just go in and say I'm sad. That kid that you're talking about, he
Yeah,
he didn't even go in anywhere. He was approved through a phone call visit.
yeah, so stuff like that, man, that's just like a extreme to the other end of us like I don't know. I don't think if people want like freedom of choice and all this, and I just don't know. I don't know, like the whole like the trope of like Futurama where there's like a suicide booth and you can just walk in and you know what? We did talk about that one time on People in the Boxes years ago. Because I remember now having taking a picture of the Futurama suicide booth and using it as the part of the thumbnail. Anyway, we're moving on here. Did anyone else guess yet on this one? Because this is a tough one. It's a tough
I'm
one.
gonna say Chris.
I could see Bean or Chris.
I think it
Chris,
was Kristen.
You're muted, Andrew.
I can picture her with a big jar of shine and just clunk, 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 clunk.
I do love me some moonshine. I gotta say, it's really good stuff.
So do I. So do I.
Yeah. That apple pie will get me every time.
Apple pie does it.
I might
Yeah.
have to lean towards Chris on this too. Andrew, Bean, he
You're
said.
muted.
He said
Oh.
Bean. I
Uh,
read his. I read his lips. I was like,
Waylon, were you a heavy drinker?
oh, dude.
I think I asked you this like 10 times, and you go into
In
this
the military? Are you
big
kidding me?
story about going into bars and all kinds of stuff.
Oh man, there's one birthday party I went to. I got so hammered before we even went to the bar that I don't remember driving there. And that's before I went there. It was very bad, you guys. I'm lucky to be alive. And yeah, no, I don't drink much anymore. That's just I can have a couple and not be like it doesn't make me want more. It's like I might have a beer, maybe two, or
Yeah, I'm
one.
going with Waylon. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. I probably should have this story, honestly, but I didn't. Like, I remember one time leaving this like frat party over like ISU area, and I was driving home, and like I had puked already so much that there was nothing left, and so I didn't have to stop driving because there was nothing in there. I was just dry heaving while driving home, driving. Just nothing in there, so I didn't have to worry about like making a mess anywhere.
Drive heaving.
Drive heaving. Wow. Yeah, we all have a drunk story for sure. Chris definitely is leaning towards Chris, but Chris is kind of playing it up. He's kind of over. I could see it being Cat too. You know, Cat. Not because I think you have a problem, but because we saw it. Like we actually, saw you drunk once. I haven't seen anyone else on here drunk. So
You've never seen my drunk vibes?
no, dude. And
Bean does drunk labs, yeah.
I could imagine. I've never seen them, but I don't stay up late as much
Once in a
anymore.
blue moon, usually late at night.
hmm
He's been at the casino all night.
Now I do
Or
two different shows a night, so I'm up a little later, but try not to be. So
sometimes on full nights I'll get loose, but
cool nights, yeah. It's Fridays.
yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that they did this recently. Like,
Exactly. Yeah, it could be me. That's why I'm saying it could be any of us. It could be you, Kim.
yeah,
Could be
Who here has gone through AA? Just a raise of a hand.
not for alcohol, but
I
it's
guess
they
that's
did
like
it.
an anonymous thing. I shouldn't even
Here's
I did it for weed. I did it for cannabis. So it's
well,
the
see,
same
that's
thing.
I was 17. I
Really?
got busted for weed, and they made me go to AA. And I'm 17 years old, and they're like, "You have to say your name and whatever." And I'm like, "I'm Kat. I'm 17. I'm not even old enough to drink." And the judge said I have to be here, and it used to piss them off. I'm like, "Well, this is dumb." I mean, I was at 17. I barely ever drank. I wouldn't. I was like,
Yeah.
"No."
Bean, how many
So
times did you go to AA meetings?
yeah.
Waylon, in the words of Bob Saget, weed, weed. You ever suck dick for weed?
Oh, dude, I had those conversations the whole time when I was doing that because people would be in there like they lost ruined their whole lives over crack, and they're like, "You're here for what?" I'm like, "Yeah, the military." They said, I gotta come here for cannabis. Anyway, I could
I
see
would have
this
made
being.
something up.
I could no, it was fun. It was a
That's
funny.
NA though, ain't it?
No, NA is just non-alcoholic, like a beer or
I've
something,
been
No,
there
that's
too.
Narcotics Anonymous.
or not. Okay. Well, to be honest, I think rehab is more of the term I should say for what I went to. So AA is a little bit different. AA has the 12 steps. AA has the coin you get at the end or whatever. So it is a little bit different. So to Bean's point, that I think that is alcohol only when you're in AA, unless Cat, maybe you're talking about something similar.
No, they made me go to AA and have a paper signed at AA at 17 because I got busted for weed, and I
Well,
had to go to a Mothers Against Drunk Driving course thing too.
nice.
See, Waylon,
I sold weed to a cop. It wasn't that I wasn't out driving around with weed, and
Wow.
Waylon,
that
uh,
wasn't.
what she isn't telling you is that some of those places they don't even have to sign your paper because it's all anonymous and they won't sign it. So you have to find a place that you can go to that is willing to sign your paper.
I just remember doing all that, but at a outpatient rehab facility. Is what I did. Anyway,
They
all
put me
right.
on a
So,
mountain.
Chris, who do you think this is? You said Kristen,
Ah, yes.
or no? Or was that okay? Any other votes yet on screen? I'm having trouble thinking about who this was. It definitely could be like there's too many suspects. You're all suspects. Bean drinks too, so it could be Bean. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go with Bean on this one. Anybody? You too, Andrew. Can you speak up? Can you say it louder even? Say it with your mic turned on though.
Just give me the
You don't
mic.
need no stinking rehabs.
Who do you think it is, Andrew?
Uh, oh, I thought I said already.
Did you say Bean?
Yeah.
You probably
Bean?
said it, but you were maybe muted when you said it.
Oh, okay.
All right, Cat.
I said Chris.
Okay, Bean.
I said you.
Kim.
I'm gonna say you, Waylon.
It's you. Chris, who did you said Kristen. Kristen, who'd you say?
Waylon.
Oh, rightly dightly doodly. That's everybody, Brenda. And that's my best Ned Flanders impression. I've been in mad meetings, Alice. Okay. I've been in AA meetings, Big Mike. Yeah, I think a lot of us have done something like that. Andrew, clean sweeping us.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Andrew, that's all he's got for us. Yep. So, did you do this intentionally? Was it intentional?
I'm an alcoholic, born alcoholic. Been drinking since I was 13 years old.
Okay.
By the time
So, go
about
ahead.
like a few years ago, I quit drinking. Like 7 years ago. I drank like a gallon one night, and then the next day I popped open another half a gallon of vodka, started drinking it, kind of like passed out, and then woke up to throwing up blood and blood coming out from my rear end, and I was bleeding out.
That's what happened to me.
They had to go in to put bands on my esophagus because I was bleeding out right in here in my neck.
Mm.
They said if I take any more liquor into my body, till this day, they said I will die.
Yeah.
Like, bleed out.
They banded me 2 or 3 times because your
They
blood
banded
gets
myself.
thin.
They did it twice
And
on
it,
me.
yeah, because as soon as you bleed, because your liver's not working, like your blood is like just water. You'll bleed like you're anemic. That's why they put them bands in there to get the blood to go to other. Because if it pops in another part of your body, it's not lethal. But if it pops in those main varices in your stomach, from what they told me, they told me
Right,
I
the
died the first
extreme.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was bleeding out, and they ended up having to put blood into me. So they gave me like 6 to 7 pints of blood back into me. They didn't know how I was living.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're still here, and definitely don't need any of that poison. Our body doesn't make that naturally like it does cannabinoids, right? Okay. So Andrew, you definitely made up a little bit there. You got 4. Let's see, 7 plus 6 is 13. So Andrew's got 13. Kim has 12, 14. I think Kim has the lead. Has the win. Bean has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I have 2, 4, 6, 11. And Kristen, you have 8. Chris has 7, and Kat
How
has
many stories?
9 stories.
How many do I have?
Want one more? Is that what you're about to tell me?
No, I was just seeing how many I got right out of how many there were.
You got you 1, 2, 3, 4 that you missed out of the 9, so you got 5 of them right. Pretty good. I only got 4 right.
Out of here
How
without
many points did I have?
being told, and I'm cool with that because I didn't want to do mine anyway.
That's okay. So you didn't even have a single story, Bean.
Nope.
That's bullshit. Well, if you don't want to do yours, that's okay. But before you leave, though, let me tell you like a couple quick ones, and I'll tell everybody. This one is just really incredible. I have a family that's kind of like related to my family, but not really. Like there were people that were married across, but not anymore, and so it's a weird situation. They're not really family, but they're kind of close. Anyway, there was a guy that was almost like a cousin to me who committed suicide, but you guys, this it's just beyond like comprehension. He goes into the garage, pours gasoline onto himself, and lights himself up. Like that's got to be one of the like worst ways to go if you're choosing your way to go. Like just, and the other story is, uh, like look, I don't really have much more to say about that one. Like I can't fathom. I'm sure he was very depressed and things like that. But yeah, I don't know anything why somebody would do that. The other one is very similar, and it's a story I heard on Joe Rogan recently, which just happened a couple days ago. I listened to this, and I'm like, wow, this is going to be our topic, and it's an insane story. Some of you might have heard of this. A boy spent weeks building a guillotine in his bedroom above his bed. This was like he was like a young man. I don't know how old he was. Like, I think he was an engineer. I think he was a little older than like in the early 20s probably. Built a guillotine. His dad doesn't know what he's building. He thinks he's just tinkering around in his room building things. And he took some time off from work and he does this and has it set with a timer for him while he's sleeping at 3 in the morning. Can you imagine this? Like he then he goes to bed, but the way he does it is he took 12 sleeping pills before he went to bed so he wouldn't move around, and has it set for 3 to go off. A full on guillotine. This is not an easy thing to build. Like he was an engineer, that's right, and to like build that whole thing and then like that's just to like that methodical, like that was thought out, like that was a long term like plan. And
did it like come to fruition or
yeah, and he, I'm pretty sure, had to do with him. Like you got to really hate your dad to to want them to find that. Like even any of it. Like there's a lot of like horrific ways you could find someone, but like for that's a spectacle. That's on purpose to like an extra fu or whatever. Anyway, those are two stories that I thought were just kind of very extreme, but also like it kind of humbles us because it makes us reminds us of our humanity and how fragile we are, and how like things are just not always, there's nothing that's solid, there's nothing that is like that can always be counted on, but we just drive on and we keep doing this thing we call life. And I think a lot of us sometimes we just get kind of lost in that, and it's sad. But we got people and I know everybody says this, but like my DMs are open. I don't always get back to people right away, and I think that's the problem. You might be in a low moment, you try to reach out to someone, they don't get back to you. Like, wow, man, and it's like people are just doing their own people and thing. Anyway, Bean, I don't want to hold you up, but yeah, it's been a intense episode to say the least, and there are literally 22 stories, you guys. We only went through 9 of them, so I'm gonna hang out and read some more of them, at least to get through some more.
I'll
of
jump
them.
down in the chat for a little bit until I fall asleep.
That's a horrible way to fall asleep, but if you want to. You can do
Well,
that.
You better go.
I'm kidding, but yeah.
You better go turn your Bible on before you go to sleep.
Right, right. Nah, like honestly, it's been good getting things out there, and we got to be able to talk about this kind of stuff. So anyway, sorry, I don't want to keep talking you back in. Check them out, guys. Fire in the Hole on YouTube,
Look
Facebook.
big.
later, y'all.
Later, Beanhead.
Later, bro.
And they do a little pre-sesh on Thursdays. If you guys haven't seen it, they talk about kind of pre-game the topic a little bit. Um, anyway, those are two stories I thought were very extreme, but also they have an overlap, which is you only do something like that if you're trying to send a message, like a final message, like a final plea almost, even though it's kind of too late. You know what I mean? And so many times people say after the fact that they there were signs. Well, you don't always know that those are signs when it's happening. You know, you can't always tell that someone's pleading for help. I actually, I'll tell the story that I didn't put in the stories. I back when I was, I guess through the, I guess my dark times after I got back from overseas. The reason I have PTSD, this whole thing. I did one time post on Facebook, and this was before anybody knew me at all. And I posted like something like "Goodbye, cruel world," and I meant it, but I also did not have any sort of plans or any kind of I wasn't planning to hurt myself or anything. I was just like that depressed, and my brother just like laughs at me like "shut up" or something, like some stupid stupid shit, like he says like like don't say that, or don't like he thought I was joking or something. And I don't know. I guess my point is like don't take it as a joke, but you don't always have to. There's a fine line between people that are just looking for attention and they say things like that like often to get people's attention, and people that you maybe never see that coming from, and they say something one day that's kind of off and it's kind of a little bit, there's a difference. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's people out there that just kind of are always crying wolf, like, oh, well, it was me all the time. That's all you see them say on Facebook. And no offense to people that post their lows. Go ahead and do that if you want, but I try not to. Personally, I have, but I try not to. But when you see some people that like that's all that you ever see from that person, you're like, okay, is the wolf really ever coming? I don't know. Boy who cried wolf syndrome for sure, but there are people out there that you don't see that stuff from, and then suddenly, and that's why I go and try and check on people sometimes that I haven't seen around in a while. It's not because I'm missing your $2. And look, yeah, I money helps make the world go round, so it does help, but it's more of the fact that it's like, hey, that person was around for like a good solid year, and now I haven't seen them for a few months. Let me check up on them. And I do that when I see you guys live on. If I'm in Messenger and it shows you at the top, it shows people who are like active at the top, and I'll be like, oh, I haven't seen that person in a long time. Let me say hey, and I've done that to a few people recently. Hopefully, see them come in. Anyway, I'm rambling, but it's one of those kind of topics. We don't have to play the game anymore, but I do want to read some more of these. If you guys want to. Here we go. Story number 10 was this panelist had a grandfather who unveiled on the lot. Okay, this is my story too. My grandfather, he worked for like 40 years at Caterpillar and had one of those badass, baby boomer Caterpillar pensions, right? Back in the day when Caterpillar was fucking Caterpillar. And you just like you were badass if you had a pension from there. Well,
That was a brand name.
yeah, my grandma spent it all. before, and he didn't know it. She spent it all before he even went to cash it out. He went and got retired, and he was like, "Okay, time to go and cash in on that big old pension." She had already cleaned it out, and he was a God fearing man. He was a religious man. So for him to do this, it was like pretty intense. That he was reading the Bible, and I was like 2. So this is the story. He's reading the Bible while he took a shotgun and you know took his life. And so that was just like such a contradictive thing, you know what I mean? To be that religious, but then to do that because you know that's such a blasphemous, like you know that's there's nothing, there's no coming back from that when you're talking about Christ and at least Christianity. If I'm not mistaken, you guys can correct me, but I'm pretty sure that suicide is like one of the ultimate sins that you can't be forgiven for.
That's a Catholic thing, I think.
Okay, well, touche. Um, anyway, it was pretty intense, and after that, I think I told this story before a little bit, where, and I was actually I thought maybe that story would give me away because I have told this before, but I got attacked by his dog at like while the dog was in mourning. I'm guessing this was like very recent, like a day or two after he passed, and I guess was playing with the dog food. I must have been crawling around the floor, touched the dog food. The dog just goes nuts, and it was a bigger like a rod or something. And in it, I still have today. I still have marks on my neck that make my hair grow funny different directions. Because I know this when I shave my neck every time. That was from that dog almost ripping my neck out and almost killing me at like age 2 when right after my grandfather had just this had just all happened. So I'll never, like, the stories are intertwined now. I'll never forget the story about my grandfather because I'm reminded every time I feel my neck, every time I look at my neck, I can feel it right now. Like, you guys can't see it, like you don't see anything really, but I know it's there, and it does show up when I'm looking at my close up to my hair. You know what I mean?
What
Anyway,
happened to the dog?
pretty sure it was put down.
Yeah.
Not
Hope
100%
so.
sure. I'd have to ask. That's a
That's,
good
yeah,
question.
that's a scary ass dog.
Well, yeah, but like, yeah, at the time, like that dog was his dog, and
It doesn't matter.
no, I mean, I get it, and I'm not saying that the dog, shouldn't be put down. You can't really trust a dog like that after something like that, so you just can't. Like, it's an animal, it's a beast. Like, you have to you have to err on the side of caution when you're talking about something that can kill you like that. Um, but yeah, I'm just saying that, like, I don't blame the dog necessarily because it was probably all fucked up in the head. I mean, probably was with him for 10 years or more. So anyway, I don't know a lot about the details other than that, but I never met him. I mean, I'm sure I met my grandfather when I was like, like a year old. I don't have any memories of it. Yeah, intense though, intense. But yeah, you all know I have PTSD in the military, and that is one of the things. It's depression, anxiety. My biggest thing is anxiety. Like, I have anxiety disorder, but yeah, I felt uh, I was in a pretty dark zone for a good 10 years after the war. Not necessarily like in like we talked about. I don't know if this was on air or off air before the show, but we talked about how there's different kinds of suicide as far as you don't it's not always about hating yourself and wanting to harm yourself. Sometimes, like for myself, it was more like, why am I here? Like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to be here anymore. But then I found something that was bigger than myself, and I've talked about this before. Find something to pour yourself into. Find a bigger cup. You don't if your own cup is the only thing you're ever like trying to fill, it won't be full, and it won't feel full, and you end up just feeling empty and more depressed. And like, to me, finding something to be not just make me happy, but find something to have like responsibility, and to have like goals, and some kind of a work to put yourself towards. Like, because we all have to work. Like, sorry, get rich if you want, but if you get rich, you're still working. Life is work. You have to struggle to get through every day. And people for some reason have this fantasy of like, oh yeah, if I can make it big, I can just sit around, be relaxing. Like, you could probably buy yourself a little more relaxation time, I'm sure, but you still got to struggle to live. Whether that's paying bills, or just like walking upstairs and walking like walking around and doing things. Gravity, man, gravity will just bring you down, just like depression. Um, all right, so I'm rambling, guys. You guys can jump in anytime, but I do have the next story here. Number 11. This panelist feels that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem, and just passes off their problems permanently to everyone who loves them. The problem doesn't just stop if you end it all. So that's probably Bean. That,
No,
anybody else?
that was mine.
Okay. Okay. So this was more of
And
like,
that goes with the in the last year, two of my very close friends have killed themselves.
mm,
Lola hung herself just a few months back, and her husband found her.
oh, good
And
night, Brenda. I'm sorry, Kat. Brenda was our story
yeah,
keeper. Thank
you're
you.
not Brenda.
Yeah.
But yeah, between losing Zach and then losing Lola, it was just it was a big one.
So that was more like, I guess your thoughts on suicide in general. But yeah, I've heard that before. Permanent solution to a temporary problem. Um, yeah, that's
I
that's
don't know. I disagree with you on that to some degree because if I ever got Alzheimer's, there's no cure for it. And I sure as shit don't want to live like that. And I don't want to put my family through it. So I promise you that if I got Alzheimer's, that I would. And that is a permanent solution to a permanent problem.
well, okay, but that's probably more
Well,
of a
that's different too. I mean, Zach was 34 and Lola was 35. I mean, and
right.
Lola was one of the happiest people you'd ever met in your whole entire life. Like, that was totally unexpected. And
Usually
they
the
said
happy ones are. That's what.
she had a blood alcohol content of like 3.4. That it was equivalent to like 92
Oh wow.
shots of she drank
Yeah.
Fireball, and she hung herself. And yeah,
Wow.
they said they don't even know how she got up there
I
to
was I
get
was
where
about
she
to
could
say
hang herself.
3.4.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
that's huge.
I had to ask ChatGPT how you would even calculate that, and it said, we can't give you that sort of information. That's dangerous. If you need help, here's some resources. I was like, no, I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for calculation from a blood alcohol content of that. Like, what would it take for someone to get to that? And it was like 92 shots or something like that. It's crazy.
That had to have
But
been
yeah.
chugging. I have never had a BAC that high, and
No,
I've
and they said that it's like wild crazy that she could even get up and get to that because of, but I mean, she was a pretty tall girl and she drank a whole lot. And
She was pretty.
I'm imagining that she stood up there for a long time before she did it because, like I said, she was very happy. And I just, there's a lot to it when somebody goes through something like that.
Okay, number 12 here. Sounds almost like Cat again, but this panelist was in college when they called an emergency meeting one day to tell us that their best friend tried to commit suicide. So
That was actually mine.
I was just gonna say, I thought Kristen too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were in college and you had to call the meeting in order to say what?
I didn't have to call the meeting. The meeting got
Oh,
called. It
I
was
see.
actually, yeah, it was actually my sorority. It was my big sister.
Mm,
Yeah. They called the meeting and they're like, they told us that she tried to kill herself, and well, she struggled with her mental health for a long time. She was okay. She had to go to the hospital and they readjusted her meds, and all of us as a sorority, we all went up, took turns seeing her, and
mm.
yeah, she went
So,
home after that. She didn't finish the year.
so what was your sorority name?
Sigma Kappa.
Like, but did you have like a sorority girl nickname?
Um, no,
No, it wasn't like,
no.
I don't know, like when you're like the low girl on the totem pole, you know, and like you come in and you have to get like hazed in or whatever, all that stuff.
No, there was never any hazing.
Oh, there's
I
no
was
Animal
a
House.
part
Oh
Yeah,
man.
I was a part of a secret family. So in sororities, there's different families
Oh,
that are grouped in, and there was actually a secret family that I was a part of. I
that
thought that
sounds
was
like
cool.
the family that you don't tell anybody about. Yeah, it's my second family. I don't tell anyone. Anyway, that's intense. Okay, this next one here. This panelist was, oh no, this panelist had a family friend who committed suicide in the home of their godparents the day after Thanksgiving.
That's mine too.
Oh, double story.
Yeah,
The day after Thanksgiving. Wow.
yeah. So it was someone who worked with my dad, and I think he was like in his early 20s. Um, yeah, and he came over to our house for Thanksgiving. My mom invited him over because he didn't have anywhere to go, didn't really have any family. And then he went over to my godparents after that, and was staying there. And yeah, he took one of Paul, my godfather, took one of his shotguns and killed himself right there in the kitchen.
Wow.
They actually questioned him quite a bit. They thought, you know,
Right. It
uh,
seems like because he might have grabbed it right afterwards to throw it out of the way or whatever, and then you got fingerprints and yeah.
well,
Okay, guys, I'm sorry to make everybody wait. I do want to keep reading stories, but let me get the door prize done real quick here because we're at 3 hours. If you're still in the house, first of all, I really appreciate you guys if you like the conversation, if you thought it was important. But if you are still here, comment on the Rumble. I can't see the Facebook comments, guys, but if you comment again over on Rumble, I will put you on the door prize one more time. And I'm also going to go over here and look under the video.
I am gonna go ahead and hop off of here though.
Okay,
I am too. I'll be in the chat.
and not a problem, ladies. Thank you both,
All
and
right.
yeah, good
Bye,
night.
guys.
Let's see, Joe Orzel was here. We got Margaret, Big Mike, Kayla, Alice, and Kyle.
I'm also going to jump off, but
Okay.
I'm gonna keep on watching you guys right now.
Good night.
Good
Good
night,
night,
everybody.
Andrew. Have a fun trip, man.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
Okay, that's everybody from under the video. Let's go down here. Let's see, we got Cullen. What's up, man? We got Kayla. Guys, we got game night tomorrow again. And I did not get a hold of the fiber optics people, so we're going to do something similar to last week. I don't know yet what yet, but we'll do something like that. Let's see, we got Kyle, Dave, Mike, Alice, Andrew. I think I'm going to have a few people stopping by the warehouse tomorrow night. Though I'm trying to get people to stop by who might be interested in being part of it, just at least long enough to see what it's like and stuff, and then But I'm really not pushing yet to get a lot of like a crowd there. But I think it's all gonna fall in line at the same time. As soon as I get the building finished and like get on them about the bathroom, and then get the internet ran and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's everybody on the Rumble. Um, Brenda, I think left already. Okay, Chris, I'll put you on here. Okay. If you're watching on Facebook, I appreciate it. Just for some reason, they got it all jacked up tonight. I can't see anything unless I keep refreshing the screen. All right. So, what you probably haven't seen it yet. I've been playing the Ninja Turtles in VR. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
I think it's pretty fun.
One time when you were in the middle of battle.
Oh yeah. It's pretty realistic. It's a pretty good game actually so far.
You're like
Fighting.
you were switching between weapons. You had like a choice between a Sai and something else.
Denise, are you still here? Somebody help me out if you see her on the Facebook. Cheers.
I
You saw
don't
that,
see her
Andrew?
on Facebook.
Oh yeah, Andrew. There was a few of you guys that were commenting on Facebook when I was playing the other day, but I couldn't see the comments. I saw them afterwards though. Thanks, Chris. I don't think she's here. It doesn't say she's watching anyway. I do have to do the number spin as well. See if anybody jumped in on it. Skeeter, Brittany, Kim. Damn.
I seen Brittany's post, but there's like 7 other people here, and I haven't really seen anybody comment.
Some of you are on both sides. Kim, you're going to be number 15. And probably it's counting me watching too. Brittany, you're going to be number 16. I want it to let me hit the like button. Okay. Number 16. So 14, 15, and 16. Hey, Brittany's over here on the Humble. Got ya. Shuffle, shuffle. Go. Well, that's a new one. It's time to turn the lights down. It's time for a dab, too.
Bean.
Bean, are you still here? You gave up all your credits, and now you've got more. As long as you're still subscribed somewhere. I don't know. Let's see. Let me go over here to groups. Let me go check. There's a good chance that he's still a member. Nope. Anybody see him commenting? While I'm looking. Elsewhere. Nope. He's not here anyway. Do I have a coupon to use for tomorrow's game night? Um, let me look. Brittany. You don't, but you do have 3 Sprout Bucks, so you have almost a coupon. Let me see. No. You got to get in that number post earlier. I see that I just got you on there, and you might actually win it tonight. But Mondays before Mondays. I should have it up. In fact, I can make the next one, tomorrow. So before Monday's show, or even on Monday's show, like if you see I go live Monday, you don't even have to come in the live stream. Just go over to locals, hit that post before like midway through the show on Monday, and you'll get yourself in the post. No bean, yeah.
He probably fell asleep.
Yeah, that's okay. He stayed up for quite a bit longer than usual.
It's like midnight there.
Yeah. Oh, this is different, huh? Alice. $37. Brittany. Whoa, Big Mike. That's gonna hit Big Mike.
Brittany.
Oh, look at that, Brittany.
Nice.
Alice was about to give you one, I bet. And guess what? Boom. Boom. Brittany. That's how it works around here. I don't know why I said it, but it sounds good. Brittany, are you here? No freaking way, she said. That is cool. You guys see me shuffle the shit out of this wheel. Like I shuffle this wheel in my sleep. Look what happened. That's crazy. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we get a double winner. Ooh, I like this one too. Cheers to this one. Cheers, Brittany. Congrats. I'll get you exactly what you needed.
$16.
Look at that. Look at that. Number 16, you know who that was? Brittany. Woo! Brittany. Look at that. Let me just give you a little something. Oh, wait, it's way down here. Whoa, is anyone hearing the cheer? That like wasn't playing for a minute. Let's see a much lower volume. Better, Chris?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that goes to you. And this goes to you too, Brittany. Oh, wow. Yes. That's crazy. You need
All
to
right,
buy a
guys.
lottery ticket. All right,
I
Chris, you getting out of here, man?
Yeah, I gotta go check out my pup. I see him pacing.
All right, brother.
All right, good night, guys. Waylon, if you're on
Good
later
night.
or playing or something, I'll check you out.
It's a little late for that. I think I'll probably just go have a snack and pass out. But yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Tomorrow though. Tomorrow I'll probably do some playing. All right, Chris.
All
We'll
right,
see you later, man.
later.
Night. I'm probably gonna go
All
myself.
right. All right.
I'm
I
tired.
had a hell of a day. I don't know if I want to save some of it for a current events episode though. I'm like, I want to tell everybody, but then it's like, oh no, this could be really good story for like 3 weeks from now. Like for the no for like 4 Thursdays from now, it'll be the next current events episode. And I'm like, do I want to hold it back? I don't know. It's not that big of a deal, but I went to so this morning I forgot I had an appointment, and they called me like, okay, okay, I got this. I go down there. They say, oh, your license is expired. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even pay. I didn't even notice. So it's been expired since November. And so then I'm like, all right, I got to go to the DMV, right? And the appointment I was the dispensary, local dispensary, New Era, and I was getting my medical card renewed. I had to do
Not
it
today,
all
you
over again.
didn't.
Well, actually, yes, I did, but it's a long, much longer. It's several hours longer story than from this point in the story. So anyway, I go down to New Era, but I had my hat on, and I had the only New Era shirt that I own. It's a pink shirt that says "Doobies for boobies." Right? I said that earlier, and so I go down there with this shirt, and then I was like, "Oh, I gotta go to the DMV." So I went back home so I could take my hat off, do something because I knew I was going to get a picture taken, and I changed my shirt because I was like, I'm not going down to the DMV, I'm not getting a picture taken, like a license picture for years where it says "Doobies for boobies." Hello,
Kind of like getting in an accident with dirty underwear.
yeah. So I was like, okay, so I have to go home. So then I went back to the DMV, and then I waiting in line forever. So I get in there, and they tell me, "Oh, you got to have an appointment." I'm like, "Oh, great!" So they hand me a piece of paper so I can walk over to like inside the same room and sit down and call and make an appointment. I'm like, so stupid. I just can't make it. No, we don't take walk-ins. You got to make an appointment. So I made an appointment for like 20 minutes from then, and I just walked right up, and I was the only person at that time in that area. Anyway, come up. Oh, you got to take the written exam and the eye exam. And I'm going, those bong tokes were probably a bad idea. and, and I was like, okay, let's do it. And
Why you
so
have to take a written exam?
maybe because I let it expire and wasn't
Um,
paying attention. That's probably what it was. But also the age. Someone else said they had to do it the same age. I don't know. So either way, I was like, oh shit. And then if you guys didn't know this, I have a C license. So it's two different tests. So so I had to take an extra test, and so I take the first test. I barely pass. Like if I would have got one more wrong, I was screwed. Um, and then I take the C license test. I failed it. It's been a while, I haven't driven a big truck in a while. So they're like, "You want to try it again?" Okay, I'll try it again. I failed it, and I was like, "You know what? I don't need this C license. Forget about it. Let's just get out of here." And so each time I retried it, they had to take my picture again. So they ended up taking my picture like 4 times at the DMV today. So I go up there to get the picture. I was like, yeah, forget it. And she goes, well, for what you paid, you get 3 chances total. You get 3 chances. And I was like, so you're telling me I'm going to waste a chance if I don't try one more time, right? And so I went and tried one more time, and I barely passed it by If I had one more mistake, I would have missed, or I would have failed it again. So I got the I think 12 right or whatever, and so finally, so that's a triumph. Yay! Made that happen. Got my license, like a paper license. Go back to the dispensary. Remember, this whole thing was just an appointment at the dispensary, and so then I go back to the dispensary, and they're like, "Well, he can't see you until 3 o'clock." And this lady in the dispensary today, I tell you what, Kim, she was so manic and like literally acted like she thought I was going to assault her or something. When I first showed her my ID the first time in the morning, when she's like, "Oh, this is expired. Oh, you can't be in here. Oh, you can't even be in here." And there's like security guy sitting right there. She's like, "Security guy, can you help me here?" And like I'm just gonna like attack her or something. What are you talking about, lady? Like I literally thought the first time ever thinking this that I could go that I when I go back, I was gonna tell them I don't feel comfortable dealing with this lady. um, she makes me feel unsafe because of how like acting. And she started getting shitty with me and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm in a good mood, lady. I don't know what you're trying to do. Anyway, it's a long day today, so it was like so that I go in there at 3 o'clock, literally not enough time for me to get through this whole appointment and get home in time for my son's bus. So my son's bus was waiting on me at my driveway, like probably a minute or two. Anyway, even at the appointment was crazy. I had to forget password and get a new password with my email, even though I had my whole book of passwords with me. Like just so many things, Kim. And the whole thing at that time was like us trying to verify shit on the computer, or the state's website is all jacked up for medical cards. And man, today was a day, you guys. So since
It,
it's been what
I went out this morning. I like around, I don't know what time it was.
night,
I think I
Kyle.
left here around 9:30, and I had to go to Lowe's to pick up some stuff for my drip system, and then I stopped by a nursery to look at plants, and then I met this lady across town. I'm selling some of my teacher stuff, and she wanted to buy some of my stuff, so I met her across town. And then on the way back home, that's when I stopped at the nursery. It was on the way back home. But anyway, I got home just a little bit after 11, unloaded everything, blah, 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 sat down and looked at my phone, my Facebook, and there's like, I saw this post where somebody said, "What was that explosion?" I was like, "What the hell?" So I got on, I have this like police scanner app. And so I went on to that. Somebody's house fucking exploded. Like,
Near you,
not near me. Well, Las Cruces is like
like in your state.
7 miles wide, any direction you go, pretty
Hmm.
much. But so it's not, it's not that big of the city itself is not that big, but it wasn't near me, but it's just uncommon. We don't have stuff like that really that happens here. So anyway, so somebody died in that. It's a big deal here. Shit like that's a big deal.
Was it a nefarious explosion, or was it some kind of just like a gas line or whatever?
They don't know. I feel like the neighborhood that it was in, it seems like it's in an older desirable neighborhood. So a lot of elderly people and stuff live over that in those areas, because it's close to the hospital and whatnot. And the value of those homes is really held value, even though they were built like in the 70s. But
Oh man, the wood they used to use, like I mean, those houses are not built the same way anymore.
yeah. But anyway, I was reading some of the chatter, and because there's a bunch of different like community groups, and so I was like flipping through, reading chatter about it in the different groups and stuff. And somebody that lived in the neighborhood said that an old lady lived there. So I think it might have been a gas explosion because people are saying, well, maybe it was a meth house. And people are like, no, it's not a meth house. There's an old lady that lives there.
In a
So
meth house, like there's a very particular way a meth house explodes. The way that it melts because of the chemicals, like they're a much higher heat. The heat from a meth house explosion. I might be talking on my ass right now. I could do the research, but I'm pretty sure that heat is a little higher because of all the chemicals and stuff they're using.
Well, it was crazy because there was a lot of people that sent their drones up and took pictures, and there's
All
videos
right.
and all kinds of stuff. But when I first saw the pictures, what was a video, and there were flames, like it was crazy. The house was on fire. I saw that, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's a big fire!" I was like, "Where the hell is that?" Like, and they had it on Fairway, but Fairway's that street is a long street, and it intersects with the main road, goes through the middle of it. So I was trying to figure out what part of Fairway it could have been on based on some of the other, photos I saw, but it was on fire. It was like it fucking exploded, and the tree next between that house and the house next to it was on fire. I was like, holy shit. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's one thing about living too close to other houses is things like that can easily
Well,
jump.
it's just like out here where my house is at, it's a brand new subdivision. And, you sign like I can't remember what it's called. It's not a HOA, but like
It's not the homeowners association or whatever.
I don't have one of those, but yeah, covenants. There's
Oh,
covenants here, and you're not supposed
it's
to
like, is there blood involved? Like you cut your hand and give them
no, not a covenant. So there's covenants here. One of the things in the covenants is that you're not supposed to park like anywhere but on the driveway or on the pavement out front or whatever. And people park in between houses, and it's like there's water and sewer lines and gas lines there. Between me and my neighbor, I only have one neighbor, but between me and my neighbor, that's where our water and gas lines run. And it's like, motherfucker, you better never park your nothing in between my house and yours, or you're going to have a shit fit for me.
It kind of made me nervous to have
Your,
the
your
fiber optics people dug in my yard. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, it's just, you park up there and your gas lines and stuff. And like, you hear, like, you can't help but wonder, like, when you hear these houses that they've exploded, because you hear periodically of like, there was an apartment complex
Oh
that had
yeah.
a gas explosion. It was today in Dallas. An apartment, that fucking apartment complex burnt to the ground. There was nothing left of it. And that was a gas explosion. So, it's like, don't be parking in my yard. Don't be parking between the houses, because I don't want to wake up one day to my house being exploded and I'm in heaven burnt to a crisp because, anyway.
Did I ever tell you the story of this apartment complex I used to live at? These guys were like recording themselves on YouTube. This was years ago, where they were doing a burnout. They were in the parking spot and they were doing burnout. Well, they caught the bushes on fire behind their car.
Holy shit.
The bushes caught the balcony above it on fire, and the balcony had someone on the balcony. Someone had a gas grill on the balcony. So, boom, blows the gas grill up, then catches the next balcony next. Like that whole section of apartment was out of commission for a good couple of years.
That's crazy. Well, this house that exploded was actually that whole area. Well, I shouldn't say that whole area, but there's a lot of condominiums. Like, this one was a duplex condominium.
Look at what Brittany said. I just closed the bar and went and got a lottery ticket. Let's hope it's a winner.
That's funny.
Wow, Brittany, I'm gonna feel really good if you win. I'm gonna feel really bad if you don't. You just put it all on the luck you got. Anyway, well, Kim, it's been a good one. I don't think we need an after show tonight. It's kind of late,
Yeah.
but you guys all have a good night. I would say have a good weekend, but I still have one more show. I don't have a free day during the week anymore, but tomorrow's game night. I don't know what we want to play yet. I might just find another board game like we did with Connect Four or something. That
Could
was
be
fun.
Monopoly.
It's too involved. It takes too long,
Oh, that's true.
and I have to move all the pieces. I have to do something that's a little less.
Cumbersome.
Yeah. Now that I'm doing it in person, I totally plan to have games where there's people in person involved in some aspect. Like I thought about having a thing where the player on screen tells the person who's here like at the warehouse, I should say, like which piece to move or what to do, like something to that effect. I don't know. Because I have some thoughts on it. We'll see how it works. I'm missing my cap from my old Barry. Barry's cap is gone. I dropped your cap, old boy. Oh no. Sad story, you guys. Well, hey, listen, who's ever. Oh, here it is. Whoever's here still, appreciate you all coming. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock is game night. We've dropped a couple sponsors. Some of them, it seems like several of them are having whole different issues. But I'm not too worried about it. It doesn't have anything to do with me or what I'm doing and what we're all about.
Who'd you
So,
lose?
a few actually. Master Rochi shutting down his site.
Yeah.
Leaf Cycles code isn't working. I think it expired, so he might be able to extend that. And then I still got to get some. I got to find time to hit up Miss Jessica from Purple Haze Infusions to get more of her stuff. There's a couple others too. I can't think of right now. SunMed's card isn't working for a lot of people, so I'm kind of saving that one back for people who have never had it. I think that you kind of have to. I think it has to be a different email every time you use that one. So it's kind of, I don't know. That one I'm going to hold for people who come in person. If you happen to be listening, you're somewhere close by, Pekin, Illinois, where you might come to the live show. Will be opportunities to win prizes there in person. What I'm going to do once I start to have an audience, and I won't even be worried about that until after I get the internet fixed or upgraded and stuff like that, and to get the bathroom working properly, and or start renting my own porta john. I don't know if I have to do that. It's going to be expensive, but it could still be worth it if we, have a good size event. Anyway, I'm rambling. There's a lot of potential there for vendors. There's potential for people to get involved in the show, and people that want to sit and watch the show. There will be prizes involved, and people, I think eventually, once it gets, I don't know where the line is, but I think people will have to pay to come to the show in person unless they are a subscriber. Subscribers get in free, and stuff like that. So it will be interesting. But yeah, there'll be vendor spots. There'll be live music. I have a couple of musicians interested to get involved, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But I think it could be something really, really something special in the long run. But you guys will see it all happen. But right now, it just kind of sucks because I'm limited on the internet capacity there, and so I can't do all the fun like on screen games. But I do have a bunch of board games, so we can we can try something. I don't know. Like I think I have trouble. You do like a half game, and you can make it go faster. Or there's different ways to play board games faster. Anyway, you guys. All right. We'll see you later. Kim, thanks again.
Yep.
Hit the like button, everybody, and tip your waiters on your way out. We'll see you tomorrow night. Remember, everybody's got to eat. Peace, everybody.